sign. See you vibing with me, I just wanna see what's up. We just started dancing and I think I fell in love. We won't get this moment back, so please lift up my cup. Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you really wanna see the sun? I see you vibing with me, so what's up? We just started dancing, fell in love, but we don't have to do it if you don't. Do you really wanna see the sun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? DJ keep playing the music, she throwing it back, she too thick. The way she move, she ruthless, she straight to the point like a toothpick. She asked me to take us a photo, only if I can take you to Ruth Chris. She laughed and said, that's funny though, we got a deal if you bring the music. We put our cups in the air like we don't care, like we in the 90s. Stars in the sky, I'm feeling so high, the lights on the screen are just blinding. I don't even care, caressing your hair, enjoying the night 'cause we vibing. Not worried about tomorrow at all, 'cause we gonna party to the sun. See you vibing with me, I just wanna see what's up. We just started dancing and I think I fell in love. We won't get this moment back, so please lift up my cup. Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you really wanna see the sun? I see you vibing with me, so what's up? We just started dancing, fell in love, but we don't have to do it if you don't want. Do you really wanna see the sun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun?
Lucid days, I'm getting closer to unlock my consciousness. The poison's only building up my tolerance. We were never born to be the obvious, isn't it obvious? Time is slipping, dial spinning. I still wonder if I'm dreaming, or maybe I'm the only one who's wide awake. Am I the only one? To know where we am I the only one? To know where we am I the only one? Up and down on my feet, feel like I'm ascending. I've planned every step, I've seen everything, so it's no surprise I can't sleep. It's just the push that I need. I've gone past the point, I'm all in. I know that you're thinking that you're really gonna do it, but you never really do it like me. Time is slipping, dial spinning. I still wonder if I'm dreaming, or maybe I'm the only one who's wide awake. Am I the only one to know where
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, people of royalty, PokeMMO community. What is up, fellas? How are we doing today, dude? We're finally back on the normal mic. No more dank mic. I know, it's so sad. No more dank mic. I know, unbelievable. We're actually back in our place, dude. Whew. Traveling was nice. I loved my fucking first flight, dude. I've discovered I love airports. I love flying. It's actually so dumb. Who would have thought? Dumb old gamer goes outside, touches grass, has an amazing time. Whoops, oopty. Who would have thought? Whoops, accidentally had a good time outside, touching grass. Dude, what's up, fellas? Good morning, Swevin, and good morning, Kranak. Dude, what's up? Fun bus, dude. Happy to see you, man. Dude, the airport's a fucking vibe. It's literally just a mall. The airport's, no one told me the airport's just a mall where you get on this really cool machine that proves the beauty of humans' existence. You know, like, it's pretty sick. What's up, Snag? Good morning, good morning. Now, no, to be fair, I could understand why someone would be afraid of flying. I'm not trying to come off as like unempathetic or like, you know, I could understand why someone would be afraid of flying, but I think it's really beautiful, you know, which is lucky, right? Son of a bear, good morning. I will find you. Good morning. Fundle, what? Do you not know the legend of Funbus? What's up, Duxley? Good morning, good morning. S2 Anthony, good morning. Energy, fucking 07s, dude. Poppin' Zed, good morning, good morning. Rumel, good morning, good morning. Made me lol, good morning, good morning. Shadow, good morning. G Money, good morning. Tom, good morning. Nash, good morning. Drex, good morning. JWP, good morning. Voices, good morning. I'm not sent, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think we had too bad of turbulence. I definitely agree. Like, my first, we obviously a flight there and a flight back. I don't know if you count that as one flight, two flight. I don't fucking know. I feel like they were pretty damn good. You know, I feel like it was like a perfect first flight experience. The flights were really fast. I love them. I don't think we had crazy turbulence. Like, the descent is a little spooky. Like, the descent felt like a mini roller coaster, like a baby roller coaster, like one of those, like, you know, like the SpongeBob clip of like, woo, you know, like that was the only like slightly spooky time for me. I could understand why someone would be scared of it. But I loved, God, flying was so fun, dude. Are you posting a touching grass guide? I tried to do it. It didn't get many views. It might shock you. I did the PokeMMO Touch Grass series, and I really liked that series. It took a lot of time to do that series. It was like an hour to 2 hours of walking, and then like 4 hours or whatever of like playing PokeMMO, and then the editing, and like it was like 8 hours a day or 10 hours a day just to do that series, let alone the stream and stuff. Like, so I did the touch grass PokeMMO series to try to encourage Pokemon players to go outside and fucking touch grass in a period where everybody needed it so bad, you know. So we legitimately try our best. We try our best, man. We try our best, boys, around here. Whew. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We have a lot of news to cover. Do we just get started? We probably just get started. We have a lot to cover. We got a lot to jump into, boys. I think it's time. Lock in, lock in, lock in. I love this fucking first song, The Sun. I want to go back to this. Let's reset the playlist to start from here. I fucking love this little cute sun song, dude. It's cute. Okay. Stop stalling. Patrouski, shut up. Okay. Alrighty, fellas, good morning. Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski once again. No more travel, Trowski. We are back in our normal abode. Good morning. It's beautiful to see you. Welcome to a PokeMMO stream recap, your daily source of tips, tricks, information, news, discussion, conversations. Everything happening within the PokeMMO community usually is talked about and happens here on the stream recap. Good morning. Good morning. This is stream recap 498. 500 is coming up. I don't have anything planned yet, unfortunately. I really do want to do some sort of shuntathon or do some little mini events. I wish I had more time to do like a giant planned event, but I just haven't had the time. My birthday is coming up on April 29th. I've been traveling with my wife. We're doing certain things. We're touching grass. It's a great period in life, in my opinion, to touch grass. I've been playing a lot of PokeMMO, don't get me wrong, and grinding passively and consistently towards shiny wars. My biggest goal right now is preparing the Iron Man for shiny war in PokeMMO if we hopefully see the official war in 2026, and be prepared to do that event as an Iron Man account and still place top 50 in the world. That's my current big goal across PokeMMO. We do have our daily news for the average player. Let's go ahead and jump into that and talk about that. There is a really important screenshot competition. My plan, I think, is to either do this, finalize this today, or brainstorm. It needs to be submitted by like the 21st or 22nd. So keep in mind, if you have not submitted an entry for the screenshot competition, your time is running out. So make sure to lock into this. All the details are found over on the forums. A lot of details. I don't want to cover them all again. I've already done that. There is a shiny Ditto up for grabs, and importantly for Iron Man accounts, 1000 RP. And I feel like the competition, not that it's not stiff, there just hasn't been that many submissions. So I'm feeling pretty good. Like, I feel like if you want to win a shiny Ditto and some free RP, I mean, I shouldn't be telling you guys this because I should keep it a secret and give my Iron Man a greater chance to win. But guys, go check this out. It's a great way to win a shiny Ditto and some free RP for the average player. Like, I want to, let you guys know. It's really cool. It's really cool. So check it out. There's a lot of entries you can browse through over on the forums and see what things look like if you are interested. Next up, we do have 3 catch events. Catch events have been scheduled. There are tons of catch events coming up right now. There is one tomorrow, or today if you're watching the stream recap, on the 21st of April, Tuesday at 1 p.m. ET. Perfect for my streams at Eterna Forest in Sinnoh. You have 1 hour to catch Baniri, Buidu, and Beautifly. Buidu? How do you guys say that? Budu? I think it's Buidu, right? For the species bonuses on screen, there is a apparently shiny Baniri. The gift does not match. I think it's just a small mistake. I think it is a shiny Baniri up for grabs. That is a cute charm Pokemon. So if you want a shiny cute charm Pokemon, this is a great way to get one of those. I've been hunting Jigglypuff on my Iron Man account for that exact reason. You do get 1,000 reward points on top of it, and on top of a shiny, which is also a pretty like pink shiny, the Lopunny / Baniri. Next up, there is the Who You Gonna Call catch event. Now, this is a Duskull catch event on Wednesday, the 22nd of April at 2 p.m. ET at Mount Pyre in Hoenn. You have 1 hour to catch Duskull. Shup it with the nature bonuses and species bonuses on screen right now. There is a shiny Duskull up for grabs. Not only is this a great way to get a really cool shiny, people love shiny Duskull, man. It's a great way to get yourself a shiny Duskull with 3 times selectable IVs, 3 times 31. You can go HP, defense, special defense, make it very bulky, very powerful, very strong. Your choice of nature, 2 moves. You could make this a Frisk thieving Dusclops or Dusknoir for fossil farming. This could be a utility Pokemon. It could be a PvP Pokemon. I don't know if Dusclops or Dusknoir is used much in PVM right now, to be honest with you. I have not seen that personally, but he is a very good utility Pokemon and a very good PvP Pokemon in different forms. So that's Duskull. A lot of shiny catch events. Next up, a Chansey. These are always fun catch events. Chansey themed catch event on Friday. So a weekend event. Friday at 2 p.m. So not a great timing. We've seen a lot of Saturday, Sunday catch events though. Honestly, for me selfishly, I'm happy to see a little bit more weekday ones. Those are easier for me to go to, but for the average player, weekend catch events are better, which is ideal. But we've seen a lot of those recently, so it's nice to see it broken up a little bit for different time zones and players. Friday, the 24th of April at 2 p.m. ET at Route 47 in Johto, you could catch yourself some Chanseys, some Dittos, some Miltanks, and some Eradicates for these nature bonuses on screen right now. And there is a non-shiny Chansey up for grabs. Shiny Chansey is just too rare of a Pokemon, too rare of a shiny. It's possible they'll give away a shiny like that sometimes for catch events, maybe like once a year, but that's really, really rare. So it makes sense they would give away a non-shiny Chansey. 6 times 31, you can get a perfect Chansey, 4 moves, and there's still that free reward points up for grabs, which is especially important for Iron Man accounts. Next up, Team Synergy continues to adapt and work on their website, and this is very, very cool, man. The route finder, it says this page is still a work in progress. There's currently not that much data, but the goal is to have as many routes tracked as possible with as many encounters on that route as possible. If you plan, you can help out as the community members. If you plan on sitting at a route for a long period of time, consider starting a trip on your encounter counter and tracking your encounters. This page is designed to help you pick the best route for your favorite shinies. You can scroll through here and see how many encounters have been tracked so far, which one, this is like very, very beginner early game data. I love the PokeMMO community. For its size, is one of the best MMO communities I've seen at really caring about tracking data. Like, I feel like they really mobilize better than most other communities. It's really fucking impressive, man. Look at this. Over 400,000 encounters have already been tracked across 22 different routes, usually a few thousand encounters per each route. They're trying to see what is the encounter rate of some of these Pokemon. You know, you see Challenger's Cave here, for hoarding on floor 2. You see Dream Yard. This is an important, you know, single encounter spot for shiny hunting. Muna being 25%, Musharna being almost 4%ish, and getting those exact numbers. One of the biggest things I've talked about in PokeMMO is seeing a potential Pokedex overhaul. We don't see percentages in the Pokedex. We see, I'll show you from Muna, we see it'll say you know, very common or uncommon. It doesn't really give us a percentage, and it's weird because we have Pokemon like Bagon. Rather, I can actually find it over here on this this exact. Let's see if I can find it really quick. Yeah, here we go. We've got Bagon, right, which is considered a very rare encounter, or I guess rather a lore encounter at certain spots in Hoenn. It's very rare and a lore encounter in Hoenn, or rare, best case scenario, right? I think the spot where you're at the back of the cave is this one. It's the rare encounter. So Bagon is listed as a rare encounter. However, the data shows that your chance of getting a Bagon is about 16.9%. How is that rare, you know? And then when you combine it with the Sheldon chance, it's like you get around a 20% chance of getting a shiny single encounter Bagon / Sheldon in that location. So like, that's one of those weird Pokemon where, like, if someone didn't watch PokeMMO content or wasn't like super involved in the community, which is your average player, you know, they might not know that that spot on the back of Meteor Falls is a 20% chance for a shiny Bagon, or, you know, if you get a shiny, of course. That's really it's really weird. I think the Pokedex should say percentages, or tell us the exact data. I think seeing that would be a lot more helpful to the player base, and a lot more helpful to players who aren't always watching videos and engaging in Pokemon online content, who want to just play casually. I think often we kind of, as players, can even just misunderstand or misinterpret how many players, your average Pokemon player, is not watching YouTube. They're not watching guides about the game. They're just playing and kind of just dirtling along, not you know, just doing what they want to do. They're having fun. They're just playing a video game to play a video game with whatever free time they have. They're not trying to be the most efficient players possible. That's your average player, and you got to think about that, and making the game more accessible in certain ways by not hurting it for others, but making the game more accessible for everybody. Like adding that percentage on the Pokedex, to me, is a positive for everybody. To me, like, I don't see any negatives, right? Do you see any negatives to adding the percentage encounter rate to the Pokemon in the Pokedex? I don't see anything. So that's my personal argumentation on that. Anyways, next up, one of my favorite new segments that we've been doing, the daily item market check. Today we are covering Leppa berries, which is a very interesting item, a very integral item to money making in Pokemon, especially passive money making, as well as shiny hunting. A lot of shiny hunts depend on Leppa berries. Certain shunts like Dratini, what else? Golett. There's a lot of really good shinies that would be way less plausible, or like Delibird, right? Way less plausible without Leppa berries existing, without being able to boost your PP and be able to keep sweet scenting. What's interesting is that the Leppa berry market is very unpredictable in when it will spike. I've tried to go over this a few times, and maybe someone smarter than me will be able to analyze this. Leppa berries tend to spike every so often. They generally fluctuate between 700 and 900 Pokeyen. However, as you can see, over the past 3 to 4 years or so, we have seen Leppa berries gradually decline. You know, they used to be like 8 to 900, you know, and then they were like, okay, 800 to like 700, and now they're like around 700 to, so they're just going down and down and down over time. It is a gradual decline, as you can see. And I don't know exactly what causes that, aside from obviously basic supply and demand. I'm assuming it's something along the lines of more players making alt accounts to berry farm a ton, as well as maybe less people are Leppa berry hunting as they move to higher end shunts like egg hunts and stuff, or just people kind of getting bored of, or people wanting to berry farm more and more. As education spreads, people are willing to berry farm more. For a long time, it sounds dumb. Like, berry farming is simple yet complex, and it's also very dependent per person. I don't do berry farming on the main account for money, because the problem with berry farming is it relies on severe consistency. If you are someone who is extremely consistent, you log in, you know, every single day at the right times, and you never let your berries die, berry farming makes you about 110,000 or so Pokeyen per day, maybe 100k to 120k profit. But if you make one mistake a week, if you make one mistake and your berries die, you lose an entire week's worth of profit, right? So you have to be able to stay consistent with berry farming. The loss is huge if you mess up and your berries die, but the profit is very stable and consistent. But it's interesting to see how over the past few years, level berries have gone down a few hundred Pokeyen pretty consistently, and you would see these spikes. But look at this, you see a spike in November of 2022. Okay, maybe that's like towards event season. People want to have level berries for the event. You see another spike in March. The spikes are, excuse me, the spikes just don't make any sense to me. A spike in November, a spike in March, a spike in August, a spike in December, you know, around Christmas time. Maybe I think people were maybe shiny hunting here for like one of the first shiny boosts potentially. That makes a little bit of sense, I guess, but then like nothing else adds up. You see a spike here in November again. You see a spike here in December again for the shiny. Okay, maybe December is the only one that makes sense, but then once again, now we see a spike here in July. Like, the spikes of berry farming seems less correlated to like what's happening in the game and more correlated to, I think, people just kind of come in and out of berry farming and take breaks, and the less profitable berry farming becomes, people start taking breaks and backing off from it, and then all of a sudden there's less supply, demand goes up, and then the people go back to berry farming. So it's kind of like just like the rubber band effect, as it has consistently gone down over the past few years. But that is our daily item market check. I think it's kind of interesting, so you can look a lot more into that as well. And there's a lot of history and a lot of shiny hunting history that the leopard market tells. Let's go ahead and move on to the achievement showcase. If you want to be featured in the achievement showcase, just post your PokeMMO achievements in the Discord under the achievement showcase chat. It's a welcome to anybody, any players, all types of different achievements, whatever it may be. I have a lot to get to, so if I haven't gotten to your achievement yet, I'm not trying to ignore you. I just haven't gotten to it yet, and I also just don't always get to everybody's achievements. It's not a slight against you. I just try to pick and choose and make things, you know, good for content and do the best I can. But if you want to possibly have your achievement showcase, post it in the chat in the Discord. Let's go ahead and jump. This is a way for you guys to flex your achievements, number one, and then give people watching ideas and motivations on what they want to do today. One of the most important questions when playing PokeMMO is, what should I do today? What is my goal, right? Having a list of goals. First things first, Ghost got his first 2 legendary Pokemon back to back within 40 minutes. I don't know how long the first one took, to be fair. That could have been a very, very long hunt, but he got his Entei, and then 40 minutes later got the Zapdos. So that's always sick to see, man. Congratulations, Ghost, on getting your first 2 shinies like that. That's a really cool feeling. Also, the fact that it was like Entei and Zapdos, those are 2 of the best, if not the 2 best roaming legendaries probably in the game. Entei, very, very good on fire raid teams, and then Zapdos, good everywhere, because Zapdos is so freaking powerful and so specific. Like, that's so sick, man. Congratulations. Next up, that Kanto lad never really played much PvP in Pokemon apart from the Pocket TCG, but decided to give randoms PvP a go. I love recommending randoms PvP to new Pokemon players. It can teach some bad patterns when you go from randoms to constructed, don't get me wrong, but randoms is just such a damn good gateway drug to PvP because it's so fun. You don't need to build any Pokemon. You just queue into randoms and they give you, supply you a team, so you don't need anything. You can play randoms PvP in Pokemon in ranked with 4 gym badges on a new account. That's it. That's all you need. It's so, I love recommending it. And this guy took that advice. He played some randoms PvP and he won himself a free Blastoise 2x31 25 plus. He can use this now for more PvP or for gym reruns. This guy can make more Pokeyen or have some more fun with it. Congrats. It's quite a grind, Kanto lad, and it's tough. PvP in Pokemon is very difficult to get into because you will lose a lot. The PvP players are very good in this game, in my opinion, and you will lose a lot of games. It's very tough as someone, if you have no PvP experience jumping into PokeMMO, you're gonna have to tank those losses and just try to learn a little bit every single game. Next up, Dragon Lord, kind of a smaller achievement, he says, but this is this is a big one, man. You're 1 Alpha Tyranitar static catch. He went ahead and got his. If a lot of people may not know, if you don't know, in PokeMMO, one of the biggest goals in 2026 is completing your Pokedex. 2 years ago, completing your Pokedex wasn't that big of a deal, or rather, is that 2 years? What's the math on that? When was Johto added? 2024. That sounds about maybe like 2.5 years ago. 2.5 years ago, there wasn't really a reason to complete your Pokedex aside from randomly edging a shiny. That was really it. But when they added Johto, they added what's it called? Mount Silver. And Mount Silver has access to some of the best shiny hunting spots, the best spot for shunting for Tyranitar, which is a big shiny, some of the best money making methods, some of the best EV training spots, the best XP training spot in the game. Mount Silver became the end game de facto spot for players, which is really important in my opinion to have in MMOs. In old school RuneScape, you had like the crafting guild back in the day is where people would go, or obviously just the Grand Exchange or locations like that. But it's really cool to see this guy got his alpha Tyranitar. And if you don't know, on every PokeMMO account, you get one alpha Tyranitar spawn. It is static. It stays there at this little cave in Mount Silver, and you go and get it. You only get one catch per account. So completing your Pokedex to unlock the location to then go do the catch is a big achievement in my opinion. Congratulations to Dragon Lord. It's worth some good Pokeyen, but I would honestly, like, you can sell it. I recommend keeping it. I think it's a really cool collector's piece. You only get one. I mean, to be fair, you could always buy an alpha T-Tar and rebreed it. Honestly, if you want to create a new OT, it's not like a shiny, right? Obviously, you can go ahead and foster that OT in the future. So if you want to sell it, honestly, I don't blame you. You can reclaim it in the future if you so choose. Next up, I love this dude. Xerex earned, saved up 2 million Pokeyen to do 30,000 encounters. Alepa shunt over at Shiny Golett, and instead he just got it in 100 encounters. Shiny Golett and Golurk, I think, were like some of the most underrated shinies in PokeMMO for a very long time. That Dragon Spiral Tower location is just so good for shinies. Shiny Golurk and Shiny Druddigon are both absolute bangers, and I feel like we're undershunted for a very long time. Congrats on your Shiny Golett, dude. Next up, Mr. Cubic Boy. I love achievements like this. I love collections of shinies like this. Mr. Cubic Boy specifically went for all cute charm shinies in PokeMMO. I love that. People go for like all dragon shinies, all water type, all fire type shinies. This guy went for all cute charm shinies. I think it's a really cool goal, man. Congratulations. Shiny Skitty is an egg hunt, actually, if you don't know, which is kind of crazy. A lot of people forget that like a shiny like that is like actually a rare. It is a female only egg hunt, which makes it a bit easier than your average egg hunt, but it's still a expensive and tough egg hunt. You've got Baniri, Minchino. I've been going for Jigglypuff, so congrats on your Puff, dude. You got the Clefairy and the Melodic, the secret shiny Melodic, by the way. Like, this is a beautiful, beautiful, complete collection from Mr. Cubic Boy. All right, next up, a little bit of a somber story, but a beautiful one. And to me, this is what MMOs are all about, and honestly, maybe even video games, arguably, but everybody's different, right? The fact that, stop saying not really an achievement. This is a perfect achievement, okay? A-turn, this is a perfect achievement. Not really an achievement, but I wanted to share something and vent something a little bittersweet. Unfortunately, earlier this week, or this is like 11 days or so, like 20 days or so at this point, his dog passed away this month in April. And I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Much love to you, man. Being the dumbass that I am, I decided to shiny hunt in PokeMMO as part of the grieving process. Whatever works, man. I like whatever works. 2 days of shunting later, I got a permanent memento of him. Rest in peace, Astro. This is beautiful, man. I think this is fucking gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. I think this is what MMOs, video games, like creating this memory, attaching this real life memory and this real life moment to an achievement that you got, I think is beautiful. I think it's so sick, dude. Congrats on the shiny Herdier, man. It's well deserved. It's a beautiful shiny, and rest in peace to Astro, dude. Much love to you. I hope that he's in a better place, and I hope that you're doing okay, and I hope that I bet he left a positive impact on your life if you're going and shunting for his love. Like I bet you he had an amazing impact. So much love to you, dude. Next up, on a brighter note, this is sick, dude. Zane, I don't have his buddy's name, so I can't give his buddy proper credit, so my apologies. Zane was like, yeah, a buddy of mine got 3 shiny horsies in under 5 hours today. Infuriating. LMAO, congratulations. This is like the perfect, like, friendly beef type beat. Like, this is also nuts, because what are the odds? 3 shinies in 5 hours is legendary. That's something that maybe happens to you once in your shiny hunting career, if you're lucky, right? I mean, guilty as charged, right? But for them to all be the same shiny, that's what this spot is a 40-40-20 spot, right? Like, there's 40% chance of Magikarp, 40% chance of Horsey, and then 20% chance of Dratini. This guy he has the whole line now. This guy has a fucking shiny Horsey, shiny Seadra, and shiny Kingdra if he wants. He has the whole fucking Horsey line complete now, and he completed it in 5 hours. Like, that's And here's the full, actually, like the three shinies. He got one at 6,000 encounters, 1,700 encounters, and then the third one was at 171 encounters. Oh my goodness, dude. Congratulations. You got to appreciate the wet streaks while they're here. If you hunt long enough in PokeMMO, you will encounter wet streaks. You'll encounter dry streaks. You've got to appreciate the wet streaks while they're here and tank the dry streaks while you're trudging through them, right? That's the lesson of PokeMMO. And congratulations once again to Zane's friend. I don't have an IGN or a name to properly congratulate you. Zane kind of dunked on you on that one, man. But congratulations. All right, that is our very long stream recap intro. We have a lot more stuff to get to. I'm sure a lot more to yap about, as I love to do. Let's go ahead and jump into our PokeMMO gameplay, make some progress on the Ironman account, and just have a little bit of fun along the way, guys. I'll see you soon with some questions and tips from chat. Zane's friend. Yeah, it's very funny that I can't even, like, he was like, yeah, my friend. He didn't fucking say a name. There's no, he specifically gave screenshots that like don't have the IGN, like don't have the OT. At least I couldn't, maybe I missed it, to be fair. Also, no stream F when I was it the 4 encounter Phoebus to Bard? We covered that in like the last, in one of the Travel Trowsty stream recaps, I believe. It is, yeah, happy 420 to anybody who celebrates. Much love to you. What's up, Clarko? Dude, Rizzler. Rizclo? No, don't, you're not, I appreciate you asking, Tabar. Not your bad at all, man. You're good. I got a fishing Dratini today. Dude, congrats, LSA. Fucking hell yeah. Holy shit. Good for you for, like, I love when people like go for a shiny in a different, unique way that isn't like the most optimal. Like, that's fucking sick, man. Dratini, did you get the, are you dry still, Sifus? Having a rough day. Hopefully it turns around a bit, or you know what, tomorrow will be beautiful. So much love to you, man. Good luck to you, Sifus. Yeah, I think we're good to God, sitting on a horsey. God, hey, hopefully I think I'm still at like April 9th or 10th. I just haven't gotten there yet. Also, yeah, if I miss a showcase, it's not, once again, I have seen a few comments. I'm not gonna like put this in the stream recap or whatever, but I have seen a few comments of people starting to be like, hey man, like, I don't, why isn't Patrouski including my achievement, blah blah blah. I'm not trying to do it to, it's just I get to what I get to, you know. It's kind of like I just kind of miss things sometimes, or you know, I don't want to have to like, I don't mind the question for the main thing is put your stuff in the achievement showcase. I'll try to get to it if I can. I can't promise to go to everybody, and I'll just do the best I can, I guess, is like the main thing. I've had this happen in the past where like I used to do something called 25 days of PokeMMO content creators around Christmas time, and I had to stop doing it. I used to shout out an up and coming or like smaller PokeMMO content creator every day from December 1st to December 25th. I had to stop doing it because people got so jealous and envious that people wouldn't stop complaining. I was like, fuck it, I'm trying to do a good thing and it's making nobody happy. I'm just gonna stop, right? So please, if you're not featured in the achievement showcase, it is not a slight against you. I'm not like mad at you, you know, like it's just, I'm just trying to get to what I can. So I appreciate. I'll say redeemed. Monka. Also, Alfie, thank you for the sub. Offie and Funbus for the super long subs. How has it been 36 months, Offie? What the fuck? Much love to you. That's insane. You deserve a Minecraft house. I don't know if you have one. I'm gonna write that down. Hold up. You deserve a Minecraft house for sure. Whew. No, no, you're perfect. Nope, you're perfect, Sifus. Yeah, the way you asked was fine. I just wanted to, yeah. Oh yes, I'm so down. Let me check the, I love that it shows shiny now. That's from the sprite mod, right? The fact that they show up shiny now in the chat, oh my god, I can't really show it to you that well, but it's so pretty. What I miss? Dude, this is sick. What ball is this? You stumped me. This is definitely one of the Johto balls. Lore ball. What the fuck? Okay, firstly, congrats to Alice and their shiny Dratini, but I was like, Alice stumped me. I was like, what ball is this? And it's people in chat. I assume it's a Johto ball. I don't know those as well. They're pretty new to my boomer brain still. Someone said it's a lore ball. What the hell is a lore ball? I know Pokemon fans are rolling over in their grave, but as a PokeMMO player, I like, if it's not that useful, I haven't seen this. But this is quite interesting. 4 times catch rate, a Pokeball for catching Pokemon by a rod when fishing. I do feel like a lot of the Johto Pokeballs have still been underexplored by myself and the Pokemon community. That's really interesting. Lore ball. I don't know if I've ever seen a Pokemon in that. So that's, dude, that's sick, man. Congrats. Why did it become almost river profit non-shinies? I have long videos that explain my thoughts on the economy in that way. I don't like it either, obviously. Pure Pokeyen methods are king right now. I have videos talking about the economy. I don't want to repeat it if that's okay, respectfully. If you look up like PokeMMO economy Patrouski, it should pop up. I can link it to you if you can't find it. But yeah, in general, just good IV Pokemon have become a lot cheaper. And it's affected the economy in a lot of ways. All right. Managed to explore a little bit, man. Useful for events. That is a pretty cool. What's up? Okay, what you got, Yas? Is this? Wait, is this you? Did you finish? Wait, did you just do this? This is recent. This is a recent shiny, right? Dude, I remember you were shutting Staryu, if I recall correctly. Is this you? Is this fresh? Is this you and fresh? This is 2 days ago. 2 days ago, 1,800 encounters? Dude, what the fuck? Congrats, man. I like the cosmic power TM. I'm hunting Staryu too. Yeah, there's a few people hunting Staryu right now. And I miss it? Dude, that's so real, Shusuke. What's up, man? Do you know when we got the ability to enable auto level of rivers? I feel like, I want to say like 1 or 2 years. Within the past 1 or 2. It's still pretty new to me, but like, I'd say within the past 1 or 2 years, I believe. Kranak? How's your trip away? I fucking loved it. We here, I'll show you. I ended up getting this extra. I love mouse pads and play mats. I want to fill up my whole desk with like mouse pads and play mats. We got this fucking, dude, we got to see this. This is not Minecraft, even though your eyes might want to fool you. This is a real fucking statue that is like covered in like dirt and fabric where they pluck flowers and like moss and greenery into it. It has like a little waterfall with the, this is fucking beautiful. Isn't that from Moana? Yeah, pretty much. It's from the Atlanta Botanical Garden, Atlanta, Georgia. Dude, it was fucking awesome. It was a sick tree. Yeah, it's basically a giant chia pet. Wait, that's, I hate that you just put that in my brain. This is basically a giant chia pet. The trip was for my wife's work. My wife's work. That sounds about right, voiceless. I found out that I love flying. I think I reached the age where I like traveling. I think I didn't like traveling for a long time. I think I've reached the point where I actually enjoy it. I know brains explode. Anyways. Alrighty, fellas. I was traveling for a little bit. Took a little 4-day trip or so over to Atlanta, Georgia. We are back on the Ironman account. I didn't get any Ironman clips because obviously I didn't have my proper microphone and set up during that period, but I did have some stream recaps if you want to go watch those. We are back on the Ironman account doing Jimmy Run 117. I want to do a quick clip because I haven't seen you guys in a little bit and because the Pokeyen stack has grown. I've been trying to consistently do my Jimmy runs even while traveling. We've done a pretty damn good job in my opinion. We're going to hopefully, I don't think we'll get to 3 mil today, but we're gonna be close. And this is the closest I've been to 3 mil Pokeyen pure cash on the Iron in a very long time, and Pokeyen has been our biggest problem for the past few months or so. We need it to Lepa Berry hunt, we need it to control our PC space and do breeds. We need it for, there's something else. We just need Pokeyen for like everything, right? We need Pokeyen for the quick balls and Pokeballs for actual catch events to get RP. I'm honestly been thinking a lot about recently about stopping quick balling and nest balling catch events and doing a lot more fall swipe Pokeballing for catch events and doing them a lot more casually. You still have a good chance of winning, but I just can't afford keeping up. I can't afford it. I can't afford to do nest balls and quick balls. I don't have the Pokeyen on the Ironman account, and I don't want to have to be slaving away at Jimmy runs and trader runs for the rest of my life. You know, I do like doing them about 5 days a week or so, but even that's, I want to have some I like having breaks every so often, you know. So let's get our Pokeyen stack up and allow ourselves to take that money making break. Oof. Balls are obviously for short, but it requires a training link is in out-of-viable level balls. That's cool. Moon balls are considered kitties. They're cheaper than Nest and Quick balls. Moon balls for, that's cute. Love balls are meta. I heard about that. Yeah, there's Ditto Alpha with heavy balls. I've heard about that. Yeah, that's exactly. It's a cool strat. That's kind of exactly my opinion as well. I'll say the heavy ball strat's really cool and it's really chill that it takes one ball, but they're so expensive it just eats into your profit too much. Is my understanding. If heavy balls ever became super cheap, like maybe they'd be good at Dittos, but. I've heard this basic rundown before, but I haven't heard lore balls LSA, but I appreciate it, obviously. A lot of this, there's a lot of Pokemon information that I also know, but I don't remember off the top of my head type beat where I have to like go I'm just getting old. I have to like go reread stuff or whatever. I could make a video talking more about the love ball stuff at some point. It was my first ever plane ride. Yeah, my first ever flight. I fucking loved it, man. I've been everybody's asked me like, oh, how was your first flight? I probably repeated this a billion times, but I loved my first flight. It was so fun, man. It was so beautiful. I talked about it on the Patrouski streams as well. Flying just makes you like, I feel like flying is like the perfect touch and grip. If you spend too much time on the internet and you're like sad and miserable because you see so much hatred and people are so negative and cynical, people just behave online in a way that they don't behave IRL. People are different online. For whatever reason, I don't really think I'm like that, but for whatever reason, people behave very differently under the guise of anonymity than they do face-to-face IRL. They just behave very, very differently. So you see a lot more negativity online than how people actually feel and behave, if that makes sense. Flying is like the perfect counter to this because you're literally flying. You get to see city layouts, and when you get to fly and see city layouts, I compared it to flying in a plane is exactly like flying in your Minecraft Forever world with the Elytra. And you literally get to see like hundreds of years, you know, similar to Minecraft, hundreds of hours of like your building and your layout and your world, right? When you fly, you are seeing hundreds of years of architecture and education and steam plants and power plants and like just earnest fucking humans trying their best to make life easier for everybody else. You know, like you see a lot of fucking beauty when you fly. You know, it's really like this beautiful, like you see the massive forest and then you see the power lines and it's really, really, really cool, man. It's really, really cool, man. It is for sure, Cody. It's something important to. For sure. But I would almost argue, yo, thank you for the 3 months of Prime MLG. I appreciate that, dude. I'm assuming it's ML Gold. Well, I thank you so much, man, for the 3 months of Prime. I could be. No, this is a very American take. I could be wrong, right? But I feel like Cody in response, like I feel like real life is kind of like MMOs where there are so many patches so often, like. Obviously it helped a lot to have like thousands of years of a head start if you're like an Asian country, right? But I don't know if it helps as much as people think, because information and tech and like it's like MMOs, right? Like if you started playing Pokemon in 2013, yes, it's an advantage, but if you started 1 year ago, you could catch up to like a lot of 2013 players if you like put in the effort and time and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because strategies, people have just gotten so much better, stuff like that. That was the one thing we didn't do. That was the one thing in Atlanta we didn't really do too much of. We didn't really try too much food. That was the one thing. You want to know what's fucked up? The thing that I ate the most in Atlanta, I just went to the mall and ate from the food court. Like so much so, I just went to this Asian restaurant in the food court, like Americanized Chinese. So much so that the staff started remembering me, like that I became a fucking, I only stayed in Atlanta for 4 days and I became a fucking regular at a food court Asian fucking restaurant, dude. They gave me a local punch card and everything. They were like, oh, you don't have a punch card? And I was like, I mean, yeah, dude, dude, pretty much. It was so good though. It was like, it was a good deal, man. Oh, what's up, Winter? Wait, come here. Up, buddy. We're watching a puppy. You guys got to see. Winter, up. You guys see him? Winter, look at Winter. You're so cute, buddy. He's got his little toy. Okay, let me see if I can. Can't really see him, but he's jetting around. Dude, he's so fucking cute, man. He's so good. He's one of our favorite dogs to pet sit. He is amazing. He's really fucking cute, dude. He's a Samoyed. He's so good. We watched another Samoyed before who was like so naughty and so, you know. This Samoyed's very good. Winter is so fucking well behaved. I have a snow fox in Minecraft that has the name tag Winter on it after this, because it's such a good. We've pet sit them a few times. Good luck after the Widge Bash. Okay, Tom, good luck. What is the origin of the term Widge Bash? Because it's just so ridiculous. Widge Bash. What is it? Where does it originate from? On Urban Dictionary, it says, you know, to get your hair cut, you need to get a Widge Bash. Origin of Widge Bash. Can I literally not even find it? Origin of Widge Bash slang. I don't know if it's coming up. Big wig? There's nothing. I literally don't get anything. Protopians still wear wigs? Pretty much. If I Google origin of Widge Bash, nothing comes up. Wow, that's crazy, Nash. Good for you, man. I love an energetic hyper dog. Like, I say that Winter is extremely, and I hate to like people over, you know, I think Winter is extremely, not actually, but like he behaves very ADHD, where like when we're on a walk, he like, you know, I think most dogs short attention span. Like Winter like fucking zooms around. Oh, sniff this, pee here, mark your territory, sniff this, want to jump here. Oh, slow, zooms, fast, slow, zooms fast. Like, it's very funny to see a dog like operate in a very like short attention span way, you know. We did go to the what? I've seen memes of people doing that. You actually did it, St. Kidro. More power to you. Well. We did.
It isn't Mr. Worldwide Smile.
Guy travels once on a plane. Yeah, I'm a bit of a cultured traveler. Never been out of the United States, you know, but you know, we've been to a few places, one or so. Dude. We did go to we went to the Georgia Aquarium, the Atlanta Zoo, the Botanical Gardens, and then the Civil Rights Museum. That was the four, I think, and the Coke Museum. The Coke was the biggest letdown, honestly. The Coca-Cola Museum was the biggest letdown. Thank you, Aboja, for the 56 months, and thank you, Oso, obviously. I already what's up for the 35 months. Thank you gamers. I fucking loved Atlanta though. The vibes of Atlanta were extremely good. All the people were super nice. Atlanta had some of the nicest workers that I've ever, like, if I like go to like a McDonald's or I go to like any like restaurant, like the workers are not nice. Like, which I don't expect them to be, and nor do I, like, you know, judge them that much for, you know, being kind of whatever, but it is nice. It is nice. That's probably my most boomer take. I wouldn't flame a McDonald's cashier for like, you know, not doing a smile. I don't expect that much of him, right? I get it. He's not getting paid enough to care that much. I understand. I get it, right? But is it like above and beyond, and do I appreciate when they are not? You're like, dude, yeah, dude. Yeah, we didn't walk around the Olympic Park that much. We walked like through it a little bit. We didn't get to see a whole lot of it, but yes. Yeah, we ended up, yeah. We did a lot. We were only in Atlanta for 4 days, and like 2 to 3, like 2.5 days of that time, my wife was like just at work all day. So like she was just busy, so we couldn't really go do stuff. I could have gone and done stuff without her, but I'm a husband guy or whatever. I'm a wife guy, so you know, fuck that. First time. I mean, I've had Southern Maryland hospitality, which is like legit a thing. Dude, all the Uber and Lyft drivers were fucking amazing. Atlanta was crazy because almost nobody we met from Atlanta was from Atlanta. Everyone had moved there, which is kind of beautiful. And then like everyone we talked to, like, we met someone from Turkey, Berlin, and Haiti. Like 3 different, like wildly different locations, and they were all people who were like, yeah, I've traveled, I'm a big traveler, I've traveled like most of the world, and I think Atlanta's the best city. And we're like, what? That's insanely high praise, you know. Southern Maryland is a real thing, okay? Or like certain Maryland, you know, farmland and stuff. But is Cove? No, it's not, bro. You're not. Where? Okay, where could I? There are absolutely slow places in Maryland. The farm territories of Maryland, full of like boomers with like beautiful yards, with, you know, not hospitable though. I disagree. No, I think Maryland farmers are chill. My G, I disagree. How do you know? You didn't fucking see through my eyes the Maryland. How do you know it's not? Get out of here. I rep Maryland, okay? Maryland has everything. Maryland has Southern hospitality. It has if you want dickheads who don't treat you like a human being, you can go to DC, of course. If you want to vibe, you go to Baltimore. I've never been to Annapolis, so I have no idea. Maryland's not the South. It's literally close. Are you? I'm gonna crash out. You're a rage baby. Maryland was literally like, not that I want to claim Maryland as I wouldn't want Maryland to be the South. You know what I'm saying? There's positives and negatives, but there literally is like, that's just hospitality. You haven't. I'm gonna crash out. You haven't had cornbread in Maryland. I'm gonna crash out. Maryland doesn't tell. What do you mean? You're either like, I'm gonna crash out. What's it called? The Mason-Dixon line or whatever? It's literally, Maryland was like literally split in half. You know that, right? You know that, right? I'm pretty sure Maryland, like during the, not that I want to claim that we're, you know, but like Maryland during the Civil War, I'm literally pretty sure was split in half. You know that. Don't make a Marylander crash out. Don't do it. I'm gonna crash out. No, I'm gonna crash out because you're rage baiting. I'm getting gaslit. I'm getting lied to. I'm getting in live time. The Mason-Dixon line literally went through Maryland. Half of Maryland was in the South. What are you talking about? I'm getting rage baited. You don't know history. I barely know history, and I know more history than you. That's crazy. The Mason-Dixon line, surveyed between 1763 and 1767 by Charles Mason and Jeremy Dixon, is the boundary separating Pennsylvania from Maryland and Delaware. Bro, it's literally, what are we talking about? Maryland was literally like, Maryland was like the Switzerland of the Civil War. It was like it was the fucking middle ground, bro. You mean geometry? Yeah, the squares and shit, the triangles. What's it called? Isosceles? There was the South? It literally was, wasn't it? Okay, maybe I'm wrong on that. I'm pretty sure the Mason-Dixon line was literally the line during Civil War that literally did determine, like, this is rage bait. Remember that? Oh, how is it the South? Because the fucking the map is not exactly, it's like curvature, bro. It's curvature. Also, South is more like culture than a shape. Like Ohio is kind of the South. Let's be honest. Like, am I wrong? Like, I'm kind of spitting there. Thank you, fun, but thank you. Like, what's the South is more like culture than like actual physical location. Like, let's be like, you know, like Ohio is basically the South, even though it's like actually much more north than you would think. I'm kind of spitting on this one. I'm kind of spitting. I'm onto something here. Dude, okay, this is fun. Come on, this is fun popping. I don't want everything to be like, you know, no emotion or whatever. What are you referring to? Yes, you haven't been to the farm. Go to the farm. You deserve to go to a farm. Bro, farm is so chill. What is the capital of the north is south of Maryland? DC fucking sucks. DC does not count. DC is ass, I'll be honest. DC is Omega ass. DC is its own thing. DC is not Maryland. I don't count that. That's bullshit. DC sucks. But that's no. That's what I'm saying, Cody. Maryland was both. That's what I'm saying. But they're like, no. It's Maryland's north. What I'm saying is that Maryland was split. I know the vague history a little bit of my state. Barely. Giga Jad. There's my weed. I'm literally right, but based. It is the funniest thing. What was the Someone said a really good rage bait recently. There's some really good rage baits I'm learning. Was DC originally part of Virginia? DC is like right in between Virginia and DC, or in Maryland, I believe. Civil War, Texas, while definitions vary, generally includes Alabama. I'm not okay. You're rage baiting. I'm not saying Maryland is part of the South. I'm saying because it's, oh my God, I'm getting rage baited. It's half and half. Okay. Most lists will include like half, most things will say half of Maryland or whatever. Once again, not that I don't want like to be in the South or whatever, like long term. It's cool. I love traveling. I love visiting. That's literally what you said. I'm getting rage baited. My whole argument from step one is that Maryland is half and half. It was literally, it was the Switzerland. I said it once, I'll say it again. It was the Switzerland of the Civil War. It was literally half and half. That's the beauty. That's why Maryland is so fucking goated, bro. Like, Maryland is fucking awesome. Bro, built off of nothing. I'm basing it off of living there for fucking 25 years plus all the history classes that we learn. What do you mean? Google it. Learn. You go to history? History? Bro. Really? It's not purely. I'm getting rage baited, but it's funny. It's not vibes based. Maryland's involvement in the Civil War. Once again, I'm not trying to fight. That's not good. I don't want Maryland to be part of it, but it like was half and half, you know, like where did MD like it's okay. You're literally making me argue for an embarrassing point. Like I don't want like Maryland was a deeply divided, crucial border state that remained in the Union, though with this, like, I don't like this is not a good thing. I'm not trying to like, don't make me argue that Maryland was also, it literally says Maryland had heavy Confederate sympathy. Don't make me argue that half of Maryland was pro-slavery. It's not a good thing, okay? But it's also the fucking facts. So stop, like, Maryland is literally, Maryland to me is the wire. I'm sorry, if you've never been to Maryland, fucking take my dick and put it in your ass. Like, you're not listening. Like, it's literally, we're taught a lot. We have a lot of Maryland pride, okay? Like, they teach you a lot about Maryland here. Maryland is very half and half. Like, Maryland is very, like, the beautiful part of Maryland, you can drive 5 minutes and be in a bustling inner city. You can drive 5 minutes and be in cornfields. You can drive 5 minutes and be in the suburbs. You can drive 5 minutes and be at the beach. The beautiful part of Maryland pretty much encapsulates the entire culture of Europe in the size of like one state, right? Like, it's fucking awesome, bro. Okay, I fucking love Maryland. Okay, we're gonna do in Maryland. Fucking everything. Maryland is everything. You can go to the beach. You can go to some of the best beaches. You can have the best seafood. Go to one of the best aquariums. Go to a decent zoo. You could go see like some of the most historical shit in the fucking world in Maryland. You could go meet farmers and local fucking and southern get some southern hospitality. Playing the South of Rural. I don't know what to tell. I'm getting rage baited. Because I'm literally telling you Maryland was divided in the Civil War. And we're like, no, it's the North. Facts are saying, hey, Maryland was split. And you're like, no, I think it's the North. I'm sorry? I don't know what to tell. What? Well, like Europe? Dude, it's fucking sick, dude. Maryland is fucking awesome. Go to Maryland is sick. Maryland's awesome. Whew. Don't make me argue that the half of Maryland was bad. Like, that's not what I'm, but it does, there are, you know, positive and negatives. Like, we got good cornbread, okay? Chill. In southern food. Confederacy, it was, I'm to board, I'm reading you. It was literally split. It was literally 50-50. Not 50-50, but it was a huge split. Maryland, once again, Maryland was the, I'm sorry if you don't know, it literally was not. I'm reading you. 46,000 people fought for the Union and 25,000 for the Confederacy. But no, I'm not. Don't make me argue. That's not a good thing. It's fucking embarrassing, right? It's embarrassing history. But like, Maryland was very split. Maryland was literally the Switzerland of the Civil War. It was right in the middle. What's your source? Every fucking historical document ever in Google AI, to be fair, but shut up. But it's definitely definitely true. It is though. We learned about this a lot. You're arguing from vibes. I'm arguing from textbooks that my school pre-stand before giving it to their students to write a narrative. Shut up. Dude, true, man. Like Maryland is, yeah. Switzerland wasn't split, lol. What was the place that was neutral? Wasn't it Switzerland? Close enough. Yeah, we weren't we weren't exactly neutral, but you know what I mean. That neutral doesn't mean split. It's close enough. Work with me here. It's like not at all the same. Atlanta, they're both great. They're pretty similar in my opinion. Guy who travels once. Yeah, this new place that I'm traveling to is very similar to the place that I'm from. The two places I've been. Yeah, these places are actually very similar. It's very funny. I'm kind of memeing. Are zigging and zagging? Your mom is zigging and zagging on my cock. Okay, so like you're right, but like shut up. But like I'm bouncing on it, or she's bouncing on it. Fuck, whatever. Same thing. You know, your mom's bouncing on it, I'm bouncing on her. We're zigging, we're zagging. Neutral versus split. It's all the same thing. Is it on South of Ohio? Yes. And thank you. I like this argument. Like, wouldn't you consider like Ohio is the South? Like, let's be honest. Like, it's not physically, but it is. You know, like, let's be honest. Southern bouncing. Okay, that's really funny. No question mark. It is. Now, okay, I guess the real thing is, to be fair, I've never been to Ohio, but I'm just taking a stab at that one, to be honest. And there are certain places, like, it depends on where you're. Ohio might be. Okay, don't out me. Legally, that contract will not hold, Eboja. Last night, we were celebrating my friend getting her master's degree, and we were playing. I was 5 or 6 fold rocks deep. We were playing pool, and we're all very bad at pool. And there was a shot where someone had to like hit around the 8 ball. Like, it was a shot that like we can't hit the easy shots. It was a shot that like there's no fucking way he hits this in a million years. I did like the Doctor Strange thing of like, okay, he hits this shot in like 1 in 13 billion universes. So I happened to utter the phrase, Brian, I will suck your dick if you hit this shot, because we were on the same team and it was beneficial to me if he made the shot. And some fucking how he like locked the fuck in and actually made the shot. And it was like, it was, I wish we needed like on video, because that was insane. That was ridiculous. No, I think legally I would break myself out of that contract because I was under the influence. You know what? We have the legal loophole, boys. Legally binding. No, but I couldn't give proper consent or something. There's got to be some loophole. Wish I had that on video. It was insane. It was crazy. Is in order. The boys were behind like 4 pool balls, and I locked in, and then he locked in for the blow. We came back, we won. It was crazy. The binding contract, you are cooked. It's okay, he's handsome, whatever, man. Where's your legendary during your pool game? Huh? Yeah, pretty much, man. Like, it was insane, dude. We fucking locked in. We won that game. It was awesome, dude. It was really, really close. That would be the most he was hustling me the whole time, Paisley. That would be amazing. That would actually go crazy. Okay, why can't you guys? Okay, why do you have to get so visceral? It's better if you keep it vague. Okay, chill. God damn. He locked in. Like, he stopped. Like, I've never seen him play like that. What's up, Winter? What's up, buddy? The cutest dog in the world. What's up? You want uppies? Oh, you want uppies? 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 Up, quick, up. Quick. Up. Yeah, you can't quite see him. He's being so cute. He's putting like his paws on my lap, but he won't like jump up. Up, more up. He's just trying to like give me a high five. Oh, can you see him kind of? Oh, very cute pupper. Very dog. Oh, I sound like a fucking millennial. Very doggo. What's the millennial thing of like? Oh, very cute pupper. It's your doggo. It's so dumb. He's so fucking good, dude. He's like the best dog. This viewer attack thing. You can pay bits and throw shit at me. My culture is not, dude. That is. I need to start LARPing. Millennials are so funny. Like Zoomers are funny too. Don't get me wrong, but like millennial coded. Also, like most of my audience is probably millennial. So I'm like flaming. It is what it is. But it's funny. You gotta laugh at yourself, you know? Like the other day I said Raffle, and my wife and all of her millennial friends thought that I was like typing out Raffle, but when I meant that I was typing the Raffle emoji, not like they literally thought that I was like fucking typing Rafflecopter. You're like unbelievably millennial, Tarko, for sure. They thought that, yeah, they thought that I was typing out like ROFL. Bro, I meant the emoji. Raffle, me when my wife be like Raffle Mafau, me when she Rafflecoptered at our wedding, hashtag millennial coded. Am I? For sure. That was Boomer. That would be funny if he's like, there's no way he's like Gen X. There's, oh, Clarko, honey. I think he's millennial for sure. Like Clarko is like respectfully super millennial. I don't know where it starts and ends. What years of birth is millennial? If you were born between 1981 and 1996, you're millennial. Which is like, there's no, like, some people in chat are younger, and that's Zoomer. Most people in my audience are probably millennials because I appeal to old people, aka 30-year-olds. It's so stupid. What else? Zoomer. What's Zoomer? Gen Z is 1997 to 2012. It is weird. It's talking about. It is weird being a young Zoomer. I think obviously it's what I am. So it's like being a young millennial is also awkward. Or being a. Or no, I'm an old Zoomer. Oh god, I hate that. Yeah, being an old Zoomer, being like 1997 to like 1999 or even like pre-2000 is like kind of awkward. You're like not quite a Zoomer, but you are. You're like kind of caught in the middle, you know? Yeah, like a lot. If you're born, like I think a lot of us are probably like 1997. If you're like 1997 to like 2000, you're like very borderline like millennial and Zoomer. I'm 36 in 10 days. Oh, do you have like life insurance like plan? I'm sorry, that's 36 is actually a very chill like young age. I'm doing it for the bit. Ha ha ha. Very funny. Make fun of 30-year-olds. Ha ha ha. I'm excited to be 30, to be fair. So get fucked. My personality, at least. I think it's definitely close. Psych. I think like specifically old Zoomers are like caught in that middle. I think we're like half and half millennial and Zoomer, for which it makes sense probably for each generation. Is your Kruk has the Kruk is like a backup mon. 27 attack IV, 31 speed. What are these defense EVs for? That feels like a mistake. I don't know what that's for. That feels like an accident. Ignore that. It is, dude, for sure, Clarko. Any tips? Yo, what's up? Welcome, Just Dr. X. If you're stuck on the Elite Four, I actually need to remake that video. I have a video on it, but I need to remake it. The biggest thing, sturdy stealth rock Pokemon. Yeah, I think Chustay brought it up. Sturdy stealth rock Pokemon will help you clear so many gyms and Elite Fours you just like otherwise couldn't be able to. It's so powerful. I have a video that explains it a bit more, but it's super, yeah. Holy fuck, JW Tree, this is why we can't have nice things phrase. It makes me cringe. Like the ultimate millennial. I think when I think of millennial phrases, I think of well, that just happened. Well, that just happened. Well, okay then. I guess we're doing that now. I can't. Millennials, you got it rough. You got it rough, to be honest. It's not fair. Millennials were born just a little too early to get the... I gotta stop flaming millennials. Never mind. Actually, millennials are perfect. There's no problems with millennials. They're actually fully unflawed. Giga Chad. Every generation has positives and negatives is the boring thing. But unlike millennials, which are actually perfect. Yeah, fuck. God. Adulting is hard. Dude, that's... Holy, that one, I kind of hate that shit. That one, I literally had someone tell me like adulting is hard raffle emoji recently. Which like hey, I get it. I wouldn't like actually judge someone, you know, it's not that important of speech patterns, but it is just a little funny type beat. Thank you for reminding me of that one, Tabar. That one really got me. What else is it? At least millennials here. I gotta say some like positives of millennials. At least I think millennials are more positive than Zoomers. I think a lot of Zoomers are very cynical and very like, yeah, they're very like negative about the world. And they're kind of like, everything sucks, so I might as well not care, which in my opinion is very sad and like defeatist. Millennials get flamed because they're earnestly themselves, but that's kind of beautiful, you know. I like low key, like that's kind of sick, you know. There's the positives and negatives. At its finest, they're just like, it's kind of like Zoomer, millennial, blah blah blah. It's kind of like Zodiac stuff. It's not like real, like, don't take it too seriously, but I think it's fine. I think if you take it too seriously, you're either gonna be like cringe because you're gonna like believe it too much, or you're gonna be like cringe because you're gonna like fucking hate it. Oh, I fucking don't put me in a category. I'm the category hopper. I fucking hate this. Like, I think it's fine to be like, yeah, like categories are like kind of fun and like dumb, but like don't take them too seriously. Like, I think generational categories are kind of the same as like Zodiac things, where like it's not real science, right? From my understanding, but it's fine to, it's just a lighthearted, you know, little meme, right? Remember Daily Booth? It sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't think so. The Tumblr age. Yeah, I didn't like that. Damn. Pinterest is very much... Now, to be fair, Pinterest is millennial coded, but I think Zoomers are bringing it back. Pinterest is also just very woman coded, for lack of a better... Like, that is a... I think... What's the gendered... How many... male versus females use Pinterest? What is the male percentage of users on Pinterest? Yeah, so Pinterest is only about like 30% males, which is kind of crazy. Like that's a big difference. Like that's like 70% or like around that, you know. That's kind of crazy. What I come back to, we're just me when I'm saying the most reasonable, like what the hell is the streamer talking about? What is going on? We're just kind of talking. I feel like hopefully I'm not saying anything. I think I'm being pretty chill. MySpace was sick. MySpace was sick. Goated. The top 5, the music share. You like listen to music on MySpace? I grew up outside climbing trees and building dams. Like a thing. That is such a millennial sentence. But it's not wrong, you know, like that is such a millennial sentence with love. But it's also like not wrong, you know, like I grew up climbing trees and like breaking my arm playing sports and blah, blah, blah. You know, I grew up outside a ton, but I also grew up playing a lot of Xbox and play, you know, I just trying to grow up with both. I grew up being outside for like 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day in my young years. And then I grew up playing video games 14 hours a day, you know. It was like I just did both growing up. I can't imagine growing up now. That it would be really hard. I think it's harder. People love to like meme on others, but oh, like tablet kids, well, which I'm sure there's some problems too, obviously, but like, how do we solve it versus like flaming toddlers on tablets? Where do I go from here, Hoenn? What's the gym team? This is the most basic, chill. Don't look at this gym team and be like, oh, I should copy this. This is like a very beginner-friendly gym run team. It's just on the Ironman account. Parenting problem. It's definitely a little bit of both. I mean, it's harder to as technology advances, I understand why kids want to stay inside more. I think it's both. I think it's a bit of both, you know. It's kind of like it's the same reason why more people are, look at me, like more people are, we have more obesity now than 100 years ago because we have more access to delicious foods. Like as food gets better, people love to, but all these chemicals. Yeah, bro, do you want bread that lasts 2 weeks or do you want bread that molds in 2 days? Like you pick, bro. Like you know, like there is a lot, there's positives and negatives, don't get me wrong, but a lot of it's advancement in science. I don't want to be like anti-science. A lot of the fucking advancement's really cool, right? And as we've advanced and gotten tastier and tastier food, it's harder to eat less of it, you know, which is like you know, as we advance and have more and more sedentary lifestyles, it's kind of the same with like, it's harder, it's still possible, it's still our personal decisions that matter, you know. But America, like isn't that insane that you don't have bread that doesn't mold in 2 weeks in Britopia? Like that's kind of like, I respect, more power to you, whatever works, but like we love to poke at all the holes of, you know, which there are holes, don't, you know, of preservatives, obviously, without appreciating the benefits at all. I think that's the main, like, just know the positives and negatives. People love to be like, Lamau, look at how, you know, it's nice to have a grocery stores, you know. You're just rage baiting, you're just saying fake stuff, Clarko. Keep it up though. Like I hate that all the I know every single Britopian argument they could make against American food because they always say the same thing. This dialogue tree every time. I love this community. What's up, Cold Snap? Much love to you, dude. GMOs, yeah, our fruits and vegetables are bigger, sweeter, tastier, have more nutrients because of fucking farmers like crossbreeding shit, and like it's good, man. Take it, Chad. England? I don't think so. I don't. No, I don't. I'm sorry, but no, I don't ever flame you guys for your fucking big fucked up teeth. I don't like. I dodge a lot of the British stereotypes that, in my opinion, are overdone, and I create new ones. Okay, that's cope. Have I literally ever flamed British teeth in my? I don't think so. I dodge so many of like the British, you know, every time. So do you see how you just, okay, you're doing the British thing of pivoting. Whenever an American makes a good point, you pivot. You're never like, oh, that's a good point, you know. You never like are like, oh wow, that's fair, blah 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 blah. Like you can't accept the point. You pivot every time. You have to do the thing of like, someone I hated made a good point. If you're you know, like I fear like that's bad, you know. I love being like, I love talking about positives and negatives and being like, you know, British people actually have really good food. You know, I think I've literally praised British food until they get memed on too much. I think beef Wellington looks amazing. Toad in the hole with a silly name looks amazing. I've glazed British food, yet all you think about is beans on toast. Even my beans on toast argument is very, very like tame and logical compared to more, you know, most Americans, right? And look at though, but that's that's my whole point is like I critique Brits very reasonably, unlike most Americans do, but then Brits don't know that, they don't care, they don't know the difference, they still just get mad the same exact way, which is kind of fucking annoying. Like that's what is like lame to me, where it's like, what's the point of me trying to be more logical about my bullying of Britopians when they don't even notice it, they don't even like notice the difference. No, you're not, Clarko, sorry, I'm just like straw manning British people right now. We are talking so fucking fast. No, you weren't pivoting. Tom was pivoting. Because when I say, like, you know, if I say, what's a good, so pivoting is like, if I'm like, hey man, I never bring up British people's teeths, and your immediate thing is, oh, but you do bring up this, it's like you're not acknowledging what I'm saying. You took what I said and you ignored it and moved on. You got a yes and you have to do the how's I pivoting? Because what you have to do is you have to go, that's fair, you know what, I appreciate you not bringing up the British teeth lowball argument, but you do bring up beans on toast a lot. You have to like acknowledge what I said and then talk about something else, right? We mentioned teeth. Okay, that's based in Giga Chad and fair. We watched the World Cup. I would really like to this year. It'll move so fast. That's so Giga Chad and based and fair and Giga Chad and based and fair. We did just buy our tickets to the fucking Olympics, which is fucking crazy. How am I allowed to go to the Olympics? That feels insane. I'll be going to the, like, I feel like Olympics should be for like not in a good way, but like I feel like Olympics should be reserved for like CEOs and shit. Why can't I go to the Olympics? That feels illegal. That feels peasants can actually watch the Olympics. That's fucking crazy, you know? Like that feels like some crazy shit. But then hilariously, World Cup tickets, I guess it makes, well, does it make sense? World Cup tickets are way more expensive than Olympic tickets, which is kind of crazy. Okay. What's it, bro? I'm the ultimate, what's it called? Ultimate fucking man of logic, true and real, dude. When people flame British people for having French fries on their Chinese food, I'm like, honestly, shut the fuck up. It's probably really good. Like, is it like, sure, if you want to call it British Chinese food, sure, it's probably delicious. Who cares? I don't care. It's probably like, who gives a shit? Dude, I give credit where credit is due. Okay, I'm just saying. I think I should get a little bit of credit for that. I don't just do the NPC dialogue tree arguments. I actually form my own opinions, and I make fun of British people due to my own genuinely formed opinions. Does that make sense? Like them talking about beans on toast being the best food ever is cuisine, bro. But I love them for their toad in the hole. I love them for their Sunday roasts. They're really fine. Love them for the I love what's it called? What's it called? That's what, yeah. Okay, that's base. That's fair, doctor. I don't think I said that phrase, Tom. I don't think I said that sentence, Tom. I do bring up beans on toast, but even beans on toast, I bring up in a more fair way. Like, don't treat me like the NPCs, okay? Like, even beans on toast, I bring up in a more like fair and balanced way. I say that my problem with beans on toast isn't the fact that it exists. My problem with beans on toast, like, I'm putting in all this extra effort to make a logical argument, and then it's being ignored, which is kind of like, we gotta dump your tea again. I gotta go to England so I can get on a ship and dump the tea. It's the only way. It's like I'm doing all, absolutely do not. I'm sorry, but I just objectively do. Like I'm getting gaslit and rage baited. When I bring up beans on toast, my argument is always beans on toast sucks because British people act like it's a 10 out of 10 versus where it's like a 5 out of 10 comfort food, right? I bring up the analogy of hot dogs all the time. If Americans ran around being like hot dogs are fucking amazing, you know, hot dogs are a 10 out of 10 food, I would make fun of them too. The problem isn't that you guys like beans on toast, it's that some of you act like beans on toast is a fucking cuisine made by the gods, you know, meant to be consumed every single day. If more British people were like, oh yeah, beans on toast is like a guilty pleasure food, I'd be like, okay, that's awesome, right? You're a 5 out of 10 for streamer. Okay, that's higher score than I would expect. Wait, we're doing this sort of looping. We're doing the same looping topics. Yes, but yes, like I feel, dude, this conversation is indicative of the world right now. Every single day I get on stream and I'm like, beans on toast would actually be really good if you use Heinz beans. Or not Heinz beans, Bush's grilling beans. And then the world responds like, he hates beans on toast, get him! And it's like, what? That's not what I said. Me saying the very specific thing, the world perceiving it, he said a different thing that I don't like. It's cooked. No matter how much I qualify, no matter what I say, even on beans on toast, the message is not clear. Let's switch beans on toast. I do need to, okay, to be fair, I do owe you guys beans on toast. I do have to eat beans on toast on stream. I have the beans, I don't have the toast. I don't know the best way to get the toast. I know so many people, half of my community eats beans. I didn't, okay. Once again, W Brits. A big W to the Brits is I feel like because I make fun of beans on toast so much, you guys actually stick around to like watch and argue. That's fucking funny. That is like, that's kind of based that like I feel like I have a lot of British viewers, even though I do, like, that's funny. Like, that's awesome. That's like W banter, W British, like, hell yeah, dude. W the Queen. Video for you. Didn't you already do that? I would love to take a trip. I would love to take a trip. Dude, could you imagine I take a trip to the UK and I have like I have like the flag like tied around like a cape? That'd be sick, man. I don't know what kind of bread to use to perfectly emulate British bread. I actually do. It's probably just not that. I don't know. I don't know what most accurately resembles British bread that we have. I don't know. Do. Truly beautiful. Dude, fucking hell yes, Basil. What's up? Much love to you, man. That sounds beautiful. Warburtons. Flour, water, yeast. Do I have to make my own bread? But then homemade bread's going to be an unfair advantage. I have a friend in law school in the UK from Toronto says UK is the worst food he's ever had. I think... Yeah. True. I think British food... Once again... Okay, I'm over here like defending the Brits. I'm like, British food is overhated, but then at the same time, Brits are like, all you do is eat on beans on toast, bro. What you mean? Why am I defending you? What's the point? What's the point if I'm just gonna get flamed in the same grouped with the same fucking shit? What am I doing? What's the point? I might as well just say, yup, you're right. Oh, stop. Okay, that's kind of a... Okay, oh, stop crying. It might be one of the funniest things you could have said there. That was pretty good. Holy shit. Free British redeem Pog. Okay. When's the achievement showcase? That's oh, what's up? That's awesome. What's up, no one? Woo! I love the discussion. I love the banter. All my British viewers, I do love you so much. I appreciate the memes. Hopefully, you know, it's all good fun. Generalizing literally, and like when it comes to generalizing any large group of people, like we're doing it like as a, it's not real. Like we're just kind of memeing. Like it's not, you know, don't think it's like, I don't want to be taken too seriously. Obviously, like it's just arbitrary memes. Okay, I love you all very, very much. I bet it is better. Thank you. It's so fun. Like I hope once again, if anyone ever like actually feels offended or hurt, I want to apologize. It's not like I don't mean this or take this that seriously. It's really fun. It's really fun to get on the internet and yell. It is, man. I don't want people to be afraid of. I don't want people to be afraid of like, oh, it's Mr. Ribboy, the GOAT, the up and coming money making Digga Chad, bro. Hit him with the whisper. I love Brits. I think Brits are overhated and underappreciated. I'll say it, but you're also a bit annoying, bro. So, we're very similar. Brits and Americans are so similar. We're very like prideful. We're very like we love to flame our own countries, but then as soon as someone else does it, we become extremely defensive very quickly. I feel like we're very stubborn. We're very similar, okay? We're not so different, you and I. There's a lot of beauty to that, man. The song, if it was British. I think Brits are underhated. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Okay, tit for tat. Yes, I think it's the perfect. We might be the most tit for tat. That's kind of based. Yeah, how much? What am I even doing on this Jimmy run? I'm so lost. Find you, Giga Chad. I'm originally beans on toast. I respect it. I mean, there's a lot of Americans who don't like hot dogs. I think it's very similar. I think beans on toast and hot dogs are very comparable. Like they're not. Neither of those foods are like amazing foods, but they're comfy. They're easy to make. They're like, it can be mass produced for barbecues. People sleep. Hot dogs are amazing for food waste and stopping food waste and meat waste. I think people love to meme on hot dogs. I think it's a beautiful part. I think beans on toast are probably really good at, you know, getting you some, like, beans are good for your health, man. It's good nutrients. You know what? Like, what if we just we did a glazed Britopia day, right? I love I love we banter. I do love coming together to just glaze. Glazing is better, man. Let's be honest, than the banter. At least right now, banter is great, but glazing's well timed. They're also cheap. Yeah, hot dogs and beans on toast are both cheap. You know, it's a cheap protein adjacent thing. Beans on toast is healthier than hot dogs. You know, like I'll take that L. Yeah, once we get into like sauce, for sure, doctor. Sausages, brats, that's different. That's a different ball game, 100%. Different ballpark. Haha. Baseball, hot dog jokes, haha. It would be really funny. Imagine that's what solves the that's what solves the US divide right now, is everyone coming together to equally hate on British people. They would be the most that would be the most beautiful scapegoat in the entire world. That would be kind of, anyways, that would be kind of goated. But anyways, what if we just agreed to like be a little nice to everybody? Can we do that? I don't, well, I'll try. I don't always do it, to be fair, but wait until I see a somber player. Rutro. I think so, Darth, but we'll see how it plays out. Would be healing. What if the US versus UK World Cup game ties? It can be banned? Okay, but what? It's funny, at least. Based. Anyways, we need a new topic. This is next topic, next ramble. Get it going, boys. What is it? You guys pick. You guys pick. Most US people would agree that if they had hot dogs, most people would agree that if they had hot dogs but could pay just a bit more than to get brats instead, they would go for it. Well, I don't know. Hot dogs, it depends on like the hot dogs are, I don't know, man. Hot dogs are much cheaper. Like, you could get hot dogs as cheap as like 30 to 50 cents a hot dog, and that's like with the bun included. Like, you can get some really fucking cheap, low quality hot dogs. They won't be great, obviously, but like, you can get some really fucking cheap hot dogs. I don't know anything about WWE. What's you on Popeyes? I think you know Popeyes is like my favorite food in the whole, like chicken pot pie, shepherd's pie. I love Popeyes is my favorite food in the whole world. What's the cheapest like sausage, or probably like $2 for like the sausage and the bun? Maybe cheaper, but like it's a lot. The cheapest sausage or brat is going to be like 2 to 4 times the price of the cheapest hot dog. I could be wrong, but maybe if you're in the US, maybe if you're like in Germany or some shit, you get those better options. I would love to go Germany for food, and I love sausage, man. Shut up, Tavard. That was a good one though. Fuck you, but shut up. England versus USA. England won 8 times, drawn 2, lost 2. I can't wait for us to win the 3rd time. 8-3. Why is there so many draws? Would you like to pontificate on dialectical materialism? No, not really. It's a good. All right, guys, let's solve wanting things. Dude, thank you for the cool content, Mr. Rebo. What's up, man? We're just vibing today. US hasn't beaten England in the World Cup since 1993. That's okay. We're busy doing other cool shit, playing better sports. Giga Chad. Now that's a pivot, Tom. That's oh, it's because we're playing other cooler sports. Don't acknowledge the losses. Giga Chad. Pivot. Any game. Yeah, we're busy playing football and basketball and cooler sports. Giga Chad. That's why, Tom. Giga Chad. My basketball team. What's the average height in the UK? Average height. Male UK. It's the exact same as the US, I think. Like 5'10", 5'9", 5'10". Kind of crazy the average height in the US for guys 5'10". Okay, you're rage baiting me, Zenarchy. I mean, okay, to be fair, you're kind of right. Like, there probably is less overall. Well, there's probably less overall hunger in the US in that way compared, but like there is, dude, there are some fucking communities and cities in the US that are fucking hungry. But like over in terms of full quantity, I get what you're saying, but like the reason LeBron is the way LeBron is because he was fucking hungry and lived a life that made him, yeah. I meant for football. But you can play whatever sport in any. What do you mean? So soccer's not as prioritized here for sure. Because soccer is just be like the soccer is lame, more boring. I'm just kidding. I don't mean that. I mean, it's my opinion, but like, I mean, I do believe it. I don't mean it. It's not. Who cares? I like the sport where they throw the pigskin in the air. What sport do you like, guys? Smiley face. Brazil. That's okay. We gotta get back to a PokeMMO topic. You're like, that's kind of like Darth. You're right. Like, but it's like you enter a scary territory because it is a privilege to fucking be in the US and be in a first world country. Like that's the, you know, for sure. A lot of people don't know that, right? Don't always acknowledge that. But you also don't want to undermine someone's like fucking true struggle and their hunger. So it's like a tough. Well, obviously, yeah, the quantity of struggle overall in the US is less than that of like a lesser world country, right? Not lesser, but like a less privileged world country. Less they have less, right? Which is not, you know, always indicative of anything. It's just time. You need time as well to like get stuff. I don't know yet for the. I have no idea. I want to. I don't know what the teams will look like yet. Kyle's haven't decided yet. I do need to. What am I doing this gym run? No, it's great. Yeah, we mentioned it's kind of crazy. I think it's 6 foot, Penny. Having like an average male height of 6 foot is kind of crazy in a country. That's nuts. Anyways, we can stop talking about like not really geopolitics, but like bro flies one time. All right, guys, let's generalize every country. All right, guys. Like, dude, this shit's, yeah. These are always, yeah, absolutely sim. Based. Geo dudes instead? That's a good question. But yeah, but I don't understand. Everyone's so short from the plane. True. How could people be 6 foot? I don't get it. God damn it, Tabard. Okay. Woo! Wow. Space, true. What is everybody doing in PokeMMO today, Smiley? What's you guys doing in the video game? And what other games you've been playing potentially recently? That's kind of hard. AFK. Okay, you're farming Vermilion for social climbing in Vermilion. That's an activity. We count that. He trained on all. That's kind of like developing the team. That's kind of based. 65 get dry. Good luck. Staryu shunt. That's a cool shunt. Good luck. Riolu eggs. That's rough. Good luck. I'm sitting in a house in the fight arena. Okay, what house? Wait, what? Okay, now I'm confused. That's awesome though. Zapdos, dude, 20k drive for a legendary hurts. Good luck to you. Are you enjoying Pokemon? That's cool, Chaos. Hope you're having fun, man. I respect, like, once again, I love PokeMMO is, like, in my opinion, by far the best Pokemon MMO, but you gotta try the other ones. You know, you gotta see for yourself. Like, you know, like, also you can learn a lot from the other Pokemon MMOs, and there's still positives to take from the other games that could be implemented in PokeMMO, you know, and learning it's really important, you know. Those are just rage baiting Clarko and Tom. Based daily activity. Look at all the Starry Hunters up here. This is on channel 3 too. Just started. Welcome. Yeah, the OSRS leads are out. True. That's nice. Oh, not fight area. Is that like a trainery run or what? What you hanging out in the house over there? What'd you last do in the game? Hit Ralt Snow phase. That's a sick shiny, man. Congrats. Have you noticed when watching movies that went to? Huh? And it is like the helicopter blades aren't high enough to where they're gonna, like, you know, like that is funny. Maybe it's just like due to the noise and like it's like jarring or something. I don't know. Why do people duck when leaving a helicopter? It's just like instinct. This is a beautiful location, Zenarchy. How did you end up over here and why? It's a cool. I love the idea of it, Clarko. That is so low on my priority list. I have way too many other like things that I do before that, you know. But it is I love the idea of doing it. Absolutely fair. Yeah, I appreciate. Yeah, I'm trying to think like gifted subs is always cute, but it's kind of, we already have that to some extent. We could do like I have to gift like 5 or some shit or whatever. Probably more than that. I don't know what the number would be. It'd be some conversion. Or slightest. No, I appreciate. I think you asked in the best way. I'm honestly just trying to think. I know we've talked about this before a little bit. This hangout spot. Yeah, I've never seen that. It's a cool spot, Zan. I love. People need more like designated hangout spots. That was a big deal like back in like 2013 PokeMMO, you know. 1 mil to do a new Iron account for a week. What's the point of doing it for a week? That's, oh man. I thought about doing like a new PokeMMO from scratch. Thought about that for a while, but someone else just started doing that, so I don't want to come off as like cop, but I wanted that for a long time. I usually, to be fair, I usually play a new PokeMMO account at least once a year. Like that's, you know, I almost always do like a new player from scratch challenge. It can suck. Is that true, Penny? That's cool. I mean, not cool, but like crazy. Why do people duck their heads when exiting helicopter? Oh, why am I yawning? People duck primarily to avoid the main rotor blades, which can dip dangerously low due to wind, blade flexibility, or uneven terrain. While they often appear high, blades can bend downwards within feet of the ground. Okay, wow. Making this a crucial safety precaution. Okay. So it is like a legit. I didn't realize it was like that. Like, interesting. It's that helpful. Take the, yeah, I guess why not? Why take the chance? Yeah. Little off the top. Yeah. That's so weird that it could be that. It's so interesting. It could be that close. The planner, are you short? I don't remember. I'm probably short. Oh, so I don't remember. Ducked when entering the plane. I don't remember. I don't really take notice. I don't know. I'm probably short. I'm probably too short. I'm a short king, to be honest. So, I don't know. There's our Jimmy run done. Now, do we do a trainer rerun? Probably not. I'm gonna say probably not. I'm gonna say that we probably go. We could go fossil farm, amulet coin farm, which gives us high shiny chance of not high, but like amulet coin farming to a lot of encounters. Patrouski jam. Do people want to see? What does chat want to see more? Fossil farming, which has like spirit tomb rare shiny chance, but it's unlikely. Fossil farming, amulet coin farming. Higher shiny chance. Such a flex. 737s. What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck. Rose is flying. I think fossil farming. I need so many fossils. I think fossil farming is more interesting. I think I need a lot of them. Let's do it, boys. A little bit. I taught 2 dittos today. Huge. That was a big deal. At W. Move these over here. The Pokeyen stack is, we're able to actually let it grow a little bit, which has been nice recently. Let's grab our Clopses, our Clops. We need like a lot of HMs. We need like this, and then maybe a damp Pokemon. Probably a Dampmon for sure, actually. Yeah, okay. I do. It's crazy, like, I do use Articuno now. Articuno will make you like an extra like 20 to 60k, which is like that's a big difference. Like an extra 20 to 60k passively per trainer rerun is like really good. On the Ironman account, it's not yet, but it's like the free elemental orbs. Like the Articuno strat's legit. The Articuno strat is legit. I think it's a really cool sort of project. I'd have to like, yeah, feel free to link it to me. I'd love to like look into it more, potentially find you. The Articuno strat is simply using Articuno instead of Cloyster. And when you do Icicle Spear with a loaded die on a physical attacking Articuno, I don't know if you've visited this as well, you have a small chance to get elemental orbs. Gamma today. Yeah, what would the gamma be for? But I'm down. I'm always down. Probably not shiny chance gamma because it's just too low. I want to be like rock smashing, you know. I don't know what the gamma would be for is the problem. Advice for finding a Carnivine. It's the last one I need for OT. You can do it in the Safari Zone, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. Like, you have to know what zone it's in. I think it's the only way, right? Like, yeah. There might be... Is there anywhere in my Discord that shows you what zones are active right now in Sinnoh? So this, how to tell what zone has Carnivine PokeMMO. I think Carnivine, like, moves around. Use the binoculars. The binoculars work in PokeMMO. Carnivine is found in the Sinnoh Great Marsh, which is in the Safari Zone in Pastoria City. It spawns in one of the 6 areas. Do you need to pop lures, or is it just a rare spawn? Just rare. Thank you. There you go, Mist. Thank you. There you go. Thank you. There you go, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, Mist. I remember Mist got real. Yeah, okay. It was literally, yeah. Mist got really good at like understanding the Safari, the Sinnoh Safari Zone, if I recall correctly. The goat, dude. The Synergy website is crazy how quickly it rose to be like one of the best resources. Like they're doing some really fucking cool shit, man. I fucking have a lot of love for them. They're doing some really cool stuff over at Team Synergy, man. It's really cool to see. That website is fucking sick, man. And Pokemon, like, there's just positive, like. PokeMMO Hub is still also really good, you know. It's me. Yeah, I was like, Miss sent the message. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. Miss was literally the guy. Don't you have the shiny Carnivine? Like, you were like obsessed with it, and yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Carnivine is a pain in the butt, Leviticus. Yeah. It's a cool looking Pokemon. Terrible stats, terrible distribution of stats. Carnivine can kind of go crazy in randoms PvP though. It depends. For Zapdos, generally Zapdos, you generally, I want to say, go 252 special attack and 252 speed, but you can go bulky as well. No, it's a great question. Thanks to Mist, honestly. He did most of the work, and he made the guide. You can check over, and so for PvP Zapdos, it depends. Also, do you want a Zapdos for OU or doubles? Because they're probably different builds. For example, OU Zapdos goes 55% timid, so that to me means 252 special attack and 252 speed, and then 18% bold. Bold might go like HP and defense, or like maybe there's some other split that I don't know. OU for sure. Yeah, gotcha. It depends on your nature. It depends on your nature and how you want to run your Zapdos. You can go a bulky Zapdos, absolutely. Calm or bold, or you can go modest or timid. Those are the 4 natures that all seem to work and have different kind of modes. That's the beauty of Zapdos, is like Zapdos can do so many different things. If you're going the bulky one, you probably go Roost, obviously. If you're not going bulky, you probably just go like 4 attacks. Potentially Tailwind, but Tailwind's more of like a doubles thing, I would think. Tailwind's hard to get full advantage of in singles, from what it seems. I'm not a PvP expert, obviously, and I would recommend going and asking PvP players and getting their thoughts as well. I'm not a PvP player. I understand the game enough to be able to give basic recommendations and basic advice on beginners for PvP, but if you want specific EV spreads, go ask Spidget, Smooge, any other PvP creators that are more qualified than me. Yeah, like bold Zap just fits really well into a team. Like Zap is just a really unique, it's a really cool Pokemon, man. I will say, I don't recommend, Smogon is not a good resource for PokeMMO, and it's gotten worse and worse over the years. Smogon's not bad. I think Smogon over the years has gone from being like 80% similar to PokeMMO to like 60% to like 50% to like maybe nowadays it's like 30 to 40. Like Smogon is a really good resource for understanding the different builds a Pokemon might want to use. Smogon is still a really good resource on understanding EVs and potential movesets, but the Smogon metagame is so different than the PokeMMO metagame because PokeMMO is its very own unique game. We are not just a Gen 5 game, we're a Gen 5 game with Gen 9 balancing, Gen 9 movesets. But we don't have Gen 6 plus Pokemon like the species. So PokeMMO is very, very... Yes, it's not Smogon's fault. Yeah, of course. Like, and I think Smogon is still a decent hyper beginners resource for like understanding what a Pokemon might want to do, you know. Yeah, PokeMMO is just very different, has a lot of unique, but we don't have fairy type, we don't have infinite rain the same way Gen 5 did, right? We have a few custom nerfs like Hydreigon without no Draco Meteor in PvP, custom bans. If we go over to, you know, we have Skyform Shaman banned, Moody banned from all of PvP, Acupressure, I don't even know that, I don't get that one, but maybe it's a bug. No heavy duty boots, you know. Sharpness Gallade banned, Arena Trap Dud Trio banned, Draco Meteor Hydreigon banned, Lovely Kiss Politoed was recently banned in doubles. There's a lot of custom balancing. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that's true as well. They added some more. That's true as well. Yes. Yeah. I'm not even caught up to date on. That's so true. Yeah. No, sorry. Yes. Sorry. Smogon's not getting worse. It's not Smogon's fault. Smogon is getting less and less accurate to being a resource for PokeMMO because PokeMMO is getting more and more different. I'm glad you know, asked for the. Yeah. I'm gonna do it. Sorry to repeat the same shit, but I actually recorded a clip on that. And I forgot. So my apologies. I'm glad someone brought this up. Someone asked about, you know, what build should I run Zapdos for in PokeMMO. I'm checking on Smogon to see if it's, you know, what I should build or whatever. I severely recommend these days. I think Smogon is fine for a hyper beginner resource on understanding what EV spreads you might want to go, what sets exist on a Pokemon, but Smogon, Black White Smogon is not going to help you understand what to do in PokeMMO. PokeMMO is very, very, very different than Smogon, especially Black White Smogon, right? We don't have infinite weather the same way they did in Gen 5. We don't have we have custom balancing and a lot of custom nerfs. We you know, there's a lot of like heavy duty boots exist but are banned. We have a lot of custom bans. We can go over here and check in PvP. We have no Skyform Shaman, that's banned. Acupressure is banned. Moody is banned in all PvP. Hydreigon Draco Meteor is banned. Swords Dance Garchomp is usually banned, but it actually got unbanned for testing this month in April of 2026. Dug Trio Arena Trap is banned. Sharpness Gallade is in the game but banned. We have Gen 9 like hidden ability access and balancing and movesets. We have things like a Politoed Lovely Kiss recently got banned in doubles because that was too strong. So I think 4 years ago, I would say Smogon as a PokeMMO PvP resource was about like 80% accurate. It was like pretty good and I would recommend it, but tell people to like double check things. And then it became like 70% and then like 60% and then like 50. Nowadays, Smogon's probably like 30% accurate to the PvP metagame in PokeMMO. It is just, it's gotten, as PokeMMO has changed and updated over the years, it's gotten further and further away from the Black White Smogon metagame. So it's fine if you're a hyper new player looking at how Pokemon can be utilized. Like, oh, Zapdos can go tanky, or it can go timid and go, you know, offensive, or it can go modest, or, you know, it's good to learn what a Pokemon can do, kind of, but I would be extremely skeptical and make sure to like check in with PokeMMO PvP content creators. You know, that's the biggest. Check in, watch videos, leave comments, if you want to get into PokeMMO PvP, check out PokeMMO PvP content creators. It's the best way to do so. Give them that support. They deserve it. They're really good at the game. They can pass down so much knowledge and save you so much time, energy, and Pokeyen on skipping out all those early mistakes that you might make or whatever. PokeMMO PvP is really tough to get into, but I'm glad you brought. I haven't talked about the Smogon relationship in a long time, so I'm glad you brought it. That was a great question from a chatter today. Yeah. There's so much stuff, man. Whew, okay. I know I just rehashed a lot of stuff. I just had to do that. Yeah. The problem is knockoff's a weird move. Like, I feel like knockoff is really hard to balance correctly. I think knockoff at 20 base power. I'm not a Go ask your PvP player. They'll have a better opinion than I do, right? But I feel like knockoff at 20 base power is too weak. But then knockoff at like 60 or 70 and it getting like fucking doubled when they don't have an item, that's like way that like the knockoff buff was one of the, from my understanding, one of like the worst buffs in Pokemon PvP history, because then people could just spam it and there was like no downside. Like it was way too good, even though items were way too good. Like knockoff is awesome because knockoff probably needs to exist in some way because items are super good. But at the same time, like knockoff being spammable with no downside was really annoying from my understanding of other PvP players' perspective in like the Gen 6 to Gen 7-ish metagame, if I recall correctly. Whew. That's the sweetest. I am honored. That's your fucking, I appreciate it. I try my best, me rake, and it's really easy to forget, you know, why I do this every day, and then comments like that remind me. I cannot thank you enough, man. That is super fucking, seriously, it goes a long way. Any grass in Desert Resort? Pokemon, I can find single in the grass, but I didn't think there was any grass. Great question. This is a great little niche question that a lot of people might be struggling with. Someone said, is there any grass in the Desert Resort area? Pokedex says I can find Sigilyph in the grass, but I don't think there's any grass there. When the Pokedex says grass, it doesn't always mean green grass, which is confusing. Sometimes it just means areas in which you can encounter Pokemon in like by running back and forth on tiles. It could mean those little water puddles that are over by what's it called, like Icarus City in Unova. That's like grass, right? Because you can encounter wild mons there, but it's not surfing. It's like running back and forth on like the light water. So in the Desert Resort, Sigilyph, it's not actually the grass, but it's the, is it the deep sand? It's the deep enough sand where you can get single and wild encounters. That is grass. That's a great question because it's not visually grass, but that's the grass they're referring to. You can hoard in that like deep sand over in the resort actual area. That's a great question. What's up, Pumpkin? Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Yeah. We buffed on the offline typically insane dual type coverage. Yeah, and like knockoff is so difficult because like you can't, but if you buff knockoff a little bit to like 40 base power, it makes it really good on technician Pokemon. So like that's the like it's really hard, man. Like true. Oh, so based. Boja Paw, she was walking the dog, walking the cutie Winter. What's up, Barrels? What's up? You laughing at? Okay, sweet. What's up? How you doing? How's Vinter? He's following you everywhere, dude. He's so cute, man. Oh, excuse me. This song, I'm gonna rewind. This song always sounds like he's saying, I need to get up and work on Minecraft. It's hard, but what he's saying is he's like depressed and it's hard to get up and work on his craft, but I always think it says Minecraft. Harder to get up and work on Minecraft. That's a meme waiting to happen, bro. Sad face emoji, sad kitty. Harder to work on Minecraft. Oop. Anyways, we're gonna rewind to this. Winter, what's up? We're gonna go back to this song. I fucking love it. It's such a vibe, dude. The sun song. What's up? My god, you're gonna mow the lawn today? You poor. Okay. Don't do too. I'd love to go to Costco and stuff later. Don't do too much. Love to go with you. Okay. Love you so much. Have a good luck. Oh wait. Also wait. One more thing.
The way she move, she ruthless. She straight to the point like a
Oh, I thought I was unmuted. Fuck. I had to quickly warn my wife is going to go mow her parents' grass for them because they are older. I had to warn her, it is bunny in the grass season, boys. If you are mowing your grass, keep an eye out for little bunny nests under the grass. You don't want a travesty to happen, boys. Keep an eye out for the bunnies, okay? It's not good, okay? So just keep an eye out. It is peak. I know everybody's starting to mow their lawn because it's post winter, right? Post with the dog, but it's peak. It's like spring. It's peak bunny in the hiding in your grass season. So just keep an eye out. Good luck, gamers. Don't mow a bunny. Is ideal. But what's up, Spidget? Show winner, please. I'll show him again. I've shown him a few times. He's fucking so cute, dude. Exciting times. It is, yeah. Bunnies are cool, man. Who would have thought? Yeah, bunnies are pretty sick, in my opinion. No, great question. I'm what's called fossil farming, which fossil farming is yeah, dude, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Leviticus said, yeah, knock off Breloom Technician 135 like base attack. Yeah, no fucking thank you. Yeah, that shit would hit so hard. Holy crap. I'm scared of that too. I'm scared of like Scizor getting access to like Technician knockoff. Like that would, I hate Scizor. Winter, come here. Winter. Right now, so in game, I'm doing something called fossil farming, which is when you smash rocks, there's a chance the wild Pokemon on them has a fossil. What's up, Barrel's base? Sure, like that. No, you're good. It's like the structural thing, right? Here, let me actually. I should do the big one. Beautiful. There you go. But on a main account, fossil farming is pretty good profit. I think you make like around 200,000 Pokeyen per hour fossil farm, and I should have a guide coming out on that very soon. If not, it's already out. I've been recording some money making guides recently. You can make like 200k an hour fossil farming for profit, but I play what's called an Iron Man account, which is like similar to a Nuzlocke but more focused on endgame challenges. An Iron Man account is a self-imposed challenge account similar to a Nuzlocke, but it's a the rules are no trading and no GTL usage, similar to, if you know old school RuneScape, there's something called an Iron Man account. It's just that. It's just, yeah. Dude, I can't imagine how overwhelmed I would feel starting PokeMMO in 2026. There is so much to learn. Like, it is crazy, and the game has changed so much over the past few years. You gotta just take it one step at a time. Like I run into so many new players who are like, dude, this game is overwhelming me, and I'm like, I try to like just take it one day at a time. You don't need to learn everything overnight, and you're not going to. It just takes time, you know. There's no rush. Like, just have fun, play the game, learn one thing, at least one new thing every day, and boom, there you go. You know, that's the, I think a lot of the fun of the, it's like similar, like Pokemon's like a wiki game. It's similar to Terraria, where like you like are constantly wikiing stuff, googling stuff, you know. Like, I think that's a bit, yeah, just in time before it became overwhelming. No, it's probably still very overwhelming. And I should pop one, Tom, in 2025. Yeah, what do you mean you don't know that you have to go to the specific unique move tutor to get Sucker Punch on Bisharp? Yeah, there's just, dude, and there's so much information. I end up like re-googling, like, dude, sometimes I will Google my own guide from like 2022 to remember how to do something, because I just don't remember, you know. Like, there's so much to do and learn. You like replace old information with new info, and sometimes have to, you know, it was like the recently I needed PP maxes on the Iron Man account, and like there's this weird like crafting / like specific trade-in where you trade in like berry powder for, like, I had to like relearn how to do that recently, like, for, you know, it's just, there's so much. There are things in PokeMMO you only need to access once every like 4 years sometimes, you know. Whew. It is PokeMMO. Now PokeMMO is overwhelming and it is hard to learn, but it is never, you're really not that far behind. You're way less far behind than people think. And I think I haven't played retail WoW, but if you're a retail WoW player, let me know. I think this is the common sentiment in retail WoW. The game rebalances so much, and there's so many new updates that make things faster and help you get through the older content. Like that, it's kind of like never a bad time to start retail WoW, even though retail WoW has been out for like 23 years, right? Like so you feel behind, but in actuality, if you started playing, you could catch up. Like you could catch up to endgame PokeMMO players in a few months of hard work. Like you could catch up to someone who's been playing the game for 13 years in 3 months to like 3 to like 6 months if you truly put in the. It won't be easy. It won't be easy, but it can be done. You know. Some of the best players that play PokeMMO right now, the best, most endgame players, started playing within the past 1 to 3 years. There were a lot of people that started playing during Johto, who were brand new. Like some of the best players in the game, you would think they've been here for 10 years. Nope, only like 1 to 3, you know? So it's all about like just the love of the game. It's all about, you know. Yeah, like that's sick. That's fucking hell yeah, you know, Ed. That's awesome. A lot to do and learn is what makes the game fun. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. 22, yeah. Whew. Who said my plane didn't go down? Spidget? Who? I just survived the crash. Did you get chat? No, the flight was awesome. I've been glazing. I feel like flying is the perfect antithesis to the current internet, where like the current internet makes you sad and like miserable and everybody's like fucking negative and cynical and blah blah blah. But then like flying is like, I'm happy to be alive, and oh my god, look at this fucking dope river. Oh my god, that's huge. Oh my god, look at the power lines. People have spent hundreds of years fucking carving this forest to max blah blah. Like flying is fucking beautiful. Flying makes you feel like, how the fuck do we have this technology? How am I lucky enough to live in this exact timeline to be able to get in a giant metal bird in the sky and fucking travel 525 miles per hour and get to a destination in an hour and 20 minutes? That would be like 12 hours of driving, right? Or like fucking 50 hours of walk. Like it's crazy, man. Like it's so sick, dude. Yeah, I have not flown at night. That sounds awesome. That sounds really cool, man. I've not done that yet. Yeah, I only did a short. I did my first flight recently. It was like a 1 hour. It ended up being a super fast flight, which feels weird to do, but at the same time, like it was an hour and 20-minute flight or a 12-hour drive. It was for my wife's work, so she gets it comped, right? So it was just like, why not just, you know. I had to pay for my ticket. That was the, you know, that was like, it's perfect. Getting your feet wet and doing your first flight for an hour and 20 is also the perfect, like, you know, it was just the perfect opportunity. Whew. Watch a channel chat. I'm in channel 3. I can try. The problem is I don't usually have channel chat. I don't usually have channel chat open. You could whisper me. Since I didn't have channel chat open prior, I can't see the message. Sorry, man. Dude, it's really cool, man. It's like, it's flying for the first time has you being like, bro, shout out to the Wright brothers, shout out to like Amelia Earhart. Like it's insane that people created this. It's really fucking, it's hopecore. Flying is hopecore, man. At least for me. Obviously everybody's different, but like flying had me crazy hopecore. It was fucking beautiful, man. It was euphoric. I love flying, dude. Yeah, that's, to be fair, that's a lot. Good luck to you, Uber. It's a very, very different, you know. I can't imagine a 13. Do you mind if I ask where you're traveling to? If it's too, you don't have to answer, obviously. Pokedex, the heat trend raid. Yeah, dude, it is. Good luck to you. You're doing great work, man. How it's expensive? It could just be, let's see, it could be demand. Gotta be US to Asia. Look at you with the flight, dude. I love that fucking Oso has like the flight knowledge. Flying is fake. True. Dude, it's so beautiful, man. It's, you know what it is? Flying is similar to, but much better in my opinion than like standing in front of the ocean. Like the reason why humans, obviously everybody's different, and you know, I'm not trying to generalize too much, but like the reason why humans tend to love going to the beach is because there is something cathartic about looking at how fucking big the ocean is and realizing how small you are. That's why we vacation to the beach, right? Because it makes all of your problems seem so small. It puts things into perspective. Like, the biggest problem that a lot of us have in daily life right now is looping on our problems and acting like the world is ending if you're 5 minutes late to a friend hangout, or, you know, like things like that. You know, we stress about work, all these things, and it's like crazier stuff happens every day. Like, it's good to remember we're not that. It's almost, it sounds cynical, but it's a positive thing. It's good to remember that we're not that important. We're not that special. The world is a beautifully large place. There's tons of people out there. All you can do is just try to live the best life you can in your time here, you know? And I think the beach and the ocean helps give that perspective, as well as I think flying does that, but like even more so, you know? What the you said you're new, bro. How do you have this? What? Did you wait, I'm sorry, what? Bro, this guy said he was a new player. He's been talking in Twitch chat, being a cool, awesome chatter. Said he was a new player. You didn't tell me you had this. You wild caught a secret shiny Charizard at 12,000 encounters on Route 3. That's a secret. He didn't breed this. That's a secret wild from a new player. Dude, what? How long have you been he's been playing for 2 months, he said. Oh my god. Yeah, please keep this forever. This is like, so okay, to give you the math on this, one shiny Charmander or Charizard is an average of a 2,000 hour hunt if you're single encountering for it at Route 3. The odds of it being secret shiny are 1 in 16 shunts. So you would take the 2,000 hour number and multiply that by 16. That secret shiny Charizard would take the average person 32,000 hours played doing that one activity. Not like 32. Most people, there's very few people, maybe a handful of players that have 32,000 hours played in PokeMMO. Let alone, I don't think any person has 32,000 hours single encounter hunting at Route 3. Like, that's, I want you to know how special that is. Like, that is insane. That's a lottery ticket type thing. That's sick as hell. I'm glad you got it, man. Ultra congratulations. That's gorgeous, dude. I got it as a Charmander. Was doing Lord. Yeah, was going for Zapdos. Was that your first ever shiny too? Charizard's my favorite childhood Pokemon. That is like the ultimate. That's the ultimate thing, man. That's insane. You've completed Yeah, it's awesome. You're a new player who's so like inspired and like you seem so happy to learn about PokeMMO. You've already beaten the fucking game basically. Now there's a lot to do. Don't be wrong, but that's crazy, man. That is. It was your first shiny. I can't say congrats more. That's cool as hell, dude. That's insane. Oh my god, dude. What? That's ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Oh my god, dude. It's just it. Yeah, it's PokeMMO is constantly called like the best Pokemon game you've never heard of. You know, it's like a constant phrase. Dude, shut the fuck up, Rosa. But I do. It's almost like it's yeah, I feel like for a lot of people, it would warp people's perspective. I get that average shiny for me. True Coke Knife. What's up, dude? Perfect chat from that username. What's up, Kane? How you doing? Was a shiny wild secret shiny Charizard. Under 2 months played. 12,000 encounters, looking for a Zapdos, April 11th. That's insane, man. That's so nuts, dude. Do I have anything crazy to do today? I don't think so. I see the Phoebus thing. I'll try to check that out whenever possible. Thank you. What's the secret part of it mean? If you Google, you might want to look up secret shinies. I can get you a link as well. Secret shinies explained to PokeMMO. It's basically a super shiny is the TLDR. Can't complain. Yeah, no, yeah, at that point. But I get that, you know. Like, yeah, it's so crazy. Once again, if you were to like try to hunt that Pokemon, like if you were to target hunt this, it would take 32,000 hours on average. And that's if you are on rate. You could go unlucky, you know? No, and that don't let this warp your brain. Also, I love your name. I'm Meatball. That is lucky, and that's awesome. Like it's fun. Playing PokeMMO for too long will warp your brain on RNG because like you'll just see some crazy shit, dude. And it's more like there's just so many people that play, you know, like I think it's pretty beautiful, man. If you have the math is like, oh fuck. What's the chance of a secret shiny? 1 in 460,000, right? So like if 460,000 people all get one Charmander encounter, the odds are one of those players will get a secret shiny Charmander, right? Like that's, you got to think about it like when you start thinking about things in the mass aggregate. Now if 460,000 players, let's do the calculator up. If 460,000 players all get 5 Charmander encounters, right? Divided by 5. I clicked wrong. One sec. 460k divided by 5. Well, okay, my mouse is like double clicking. God damn it. One sec. It'd be 92k. So that means that. That means what? I'm getting confused with my own math. I'm closing the calculator. Never mind. I don't know what it means actually. I don't fucking know. Never mind. I need to set a goal for my fossils. I want at least like, I think the long-term goal is like at least 500 of each or some shit. But that's like super long. It's really, 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 really rare. Me rake. It really, really, and like, don't be scared, but just like this. It's almost fucked. It's a gift and a curse. This will most likely be the rarest shiny you ever achieve in PokeMMO, which is a gift and a curse to get it as your first shiny, you know? But you could prove me wrong. That's the other beautiful thing. You could prove me wrong and go out there and, you know, fight for a crazier shiny. So good luck to you, man. It is just really, really nuts. Like, this is so nuts, man. Your average Charmander single encounter is 2,000 hours. If you're hunting efficiently, you know, most people don't encounter efficiently. I don't encounter, you know. You have to abandon, yeah. Secret vault, yeah, like that. Like there are crazier, yeah. And that'd be awesome. That's you know, 480k. Oh, is it 480? I think I might have. Okay, I might have said the wrong number then. It's really easy math. It's just 32k times 16. Yeah, 480. I think I was just saying 460. That's my bad. Is Shalfa more rare? It is really hard to compare. I would say Shalfa. I would say your average Shalfa is less rare than the secret shiny wild Charizard, but it does become very hard to compare because obviously you can only, you know, Shalfa check every so often, but it's a lot easier for like. It's still Shalfa's still 1 in 30,000. So like if 30,000 players all get one alpha encounter, the odds are they'll get one Shalfa, right? Versus it takes 480k for the Charmander. It's but it's just tough. It's tough to compare because you can repeatedly get Charmander encounters you can't repeatedly get unless you're egging. Like plus you could it's complicated. You can't egg. You can't egg. There's a lot of non-tangible factors. Absolutely, dude. 100,000%, man. PokeMMO has ruined my concept of RNG. I see a 1 in 1,000. I think it's easy when it's definitely not. Dude, yes. Yep. PokeMMO kind of fucks your perspective. And like, also like, that's one of my main worries of the achievement showcase is like melting people's brains. Like I'm showing people like top 0.1% stuff, you know? You can breed, but it's not the same. Like a wild secret is more respected, I think. But you can breed secret shiny onto something, yes. And keep OT. Yeah, Shalfa Ditto, I think ends up being. I think Shalfa Ditto is the rarest. I believe so. Or I guess secret Shalfa Ditto. That would be the real, like, yeah. Yeah, someone's asking, and you have to exclude legendaries because legendaries, roaming legendaries are just so rare. Like getting shinies of those is like, you can't really hunt them. It's too complicated. Excluding legendaries, and I could be wrong. There's a lot to think about with this. It's a very complicated question. And I think the rarest wild shiny in PokeMMO would be a secret shiny Alpha Ditto. The reason why is because you cannot breed for a shiny Ditto, right? Ditto can't breed with any, you know, it'll take the other species, right? So you can't breed over and over again for a Shalfa Ditto. You have to just hit the 1 in 30,000. And you only get so many Alpha Ditto spawns. I think it's like 6 Alpha Ditto spawns a year. Something like that. Maybe like 6 to 12, something like that. Maybe like one a month or something like that. On average. People have tried to calculate some numbers. And then the odds of that one Shalfa Ditto also being secret shiny. Every time you check an Alpha Ditto, there's a 1 in 480,000 chance that you get, you know, the rarest wild shiny in the game. But it's rare for a reason, you know. You can't breed for it the same way you can other Shalfa. So I believe excluding legendaries, secret Shalfa Ditto is the rarest shiny in the game. But I could be mistaken. Like 3 a week? I don't think so. I could be wrong, name and term. That seems really high. There was 3 last week. That's crazy. I think I caught 1 of them at least. The shiny. I get that. It's a beautiful shiny. Is in a row? Yeah, but that's a short-term anecdotal, right? That's not, you know. Secret Shalfa T-Tar wild would be crazy for sure. But even that, like, but you could, obviously it's you mentioned wild caught, which is different, but you could breed for that. Obviously you can't breed for wild caught, but like you could breed for a Shalfa T-Tar. You cannot breed for a Ditto at all, right? But the wild caught is interesting. You get 1 per account versus, the real question is what would take longer. What would you get more encounters? Do more wild Alpha Dittos spawn, or could you start new accounts from scratch, complete all regions and complete the Pokedex and get your 1 static T-Tar spawn? Like, which is faster? That's a really close. I think you probably get more T-Tar encounters, which is disgusting. Ditto for sure. I think you might. I don't know. I think you could. Also, if you have like multiple devices, Ditto for sure. I'm so shocked to see that. I think you could complete all 5 regions on like 4 accounts in like 1 day. It's very hard. But yeah, yeah. That's super okay, super true and super fair also because what's it called? For all the regions of Pokedex? Yeah, that's probably about 60 minutes. It's about 30 for the Pokedex. You can do all stories in about 15 to 20 hours. I wouldn't say it's, but we're splitting hairs to be fair. I'd say it's like 50 hours. And you could do it on like 4 accounts. Pokedex? Yeah, I agree with you, Cody. I'm not saying that. I think I could, maybe I misspoke. I think I said it's around 50 hours. Pokedex is about 30 hours. And then all 5 regions would be about 15 probably for a good runner. So what is that, 45? I'm not saying it's, well, yeah, less than over, but 7 more than you think. I could be wrong. I have to check. A lot of people track how many Alpha Ditto spawns there are. I think it might be less than you guys think, but once again, I could be wrong. I have to see how many Alpha Dittos there are. It's also tough with like time, with like what's it called, time zones. Like if an Alpha Ditto spawns at 4 a.m., does that count? Like, I mean, it does count obviously, but like in the realistic, in the chat, specifically in the challenge of Alpha T-Tar, like the wild, you know, it's a very interesting question. Like it actually is. I don't know how to do that math. It's actually a very interesting question. Is could you get Alpha T-Tar static encounters faster than Ditto? This is like the are there more doors or are there more wheels in the world? This is the equivalent to that, but in PokeMMO. I think that you could get more T-Tar encounters, honestly. Because you could probably do the T-Tar encounters in 50 hours. But I think there's less than... Maybe there's one... I think there's less than one Alpha Ditto spawn a week. But I could be wrong. On average, obviously. But there was 3 this week. I know that's not normal, you know? I don't know. There was 1 a month. It's 1 per account. So you would make new accounts constantly and you would do it within 50 hours. So you would do like... Depends how many hours you play, right? That could... I think 10 hours a day. So like 1 T-Tar every 5 days. But that's assuming you're not... Most people playing alt accounts are like doing storyline runs. Like Danny, he does like 4 storyline runs like at one. I'm like, so you could get like 4 T-Tars. We have to assume so much. It's like so hard to do this. But well, if I'm assuming alt accounts, to be fair, if I'm assuming alt accounts for the T-Tar thing, we probably need to assume alt accounts for the Dittos. So then each... This is getting way too... This is fucking doors or wheels. This is literally doors or wheels. Yeah, exactly, Shadow. Yeah, and that's... You also don't need... Like, you have more time... You have more time in between to get more alt accounts built up. This is too much. I revoked the question. This is too much thinking. I don't like it. Too much math, too much logic. Don't like it. Nope. Welcome to my PokeMMO guide, guys, by the way. Music. Average 100 hours for a non-secret shelf, a wild T-Tar, which is more than 17 years. I appreciate you doing that math. That's crazy. You're awesome for calculating that. Holy shit. But then what's okay? How many Dittos? Non-secret. So then the secret would be 17 years times 16. That would be like 200 something years. That's amazing. Only 3 centuries to get a... That's awesome. Okay. Guys, it would only take 3 centuries to get a secret shiny wild alpha T-Tar. Holy... Yeah, that's actually... A living dex is probably faster. That's insane. Yeah, through Pokemon grinders. I love the... Dude. I'm excited for the passing down of... Surely that could be... Dear PokeMMO staff, can we make an exception for other people? It's technically against the rules to have someone else play your account. Can we make the exception that parents could pass their accounts down to their kids? I think that should be a rule. Or just don't say shit and it's like, you know. Well, not that I would ever advocate for breaking the rules in PokeMMO. That is bad and wrong and will get you banned. You should not do that. But I do like the idea of maybe changing the rules so that parents could pass down their accounts to their kids. That's really funny. And then having like long-term like grinds and that's hilarious, you know. Okay, it's literally longer. Assuming okay, so even assuming 2 Alpha Ditto spawns per week and you catch them both. Why is that so close though? That's like kind of... Wasn't the T-Tar like 278 years? And then the Ditto is 288? How is that a 10-year difference? How so close? It's like a lot, you know. That's really funny. With 17. Oh, for the non-C... Oh, wow. Okay, so I was hard right then is what I'm learning. Streamer was right, chat wrong, Keck W. Yeah, it is White Knight. What's up? True. Yes, the fossils. So what's up, Mark, by the way? The fossils are the fossil farming is like the best way an Iron Man can prepare for Shiny Wars. It's like what some of the only prep we can do. We can't really prep Dittos as well as the main account can. I need to like eat actual food at some point. Got a big bag of pot stickers I've been chewing on. I'll be real. Yeah. Hey, sometimes they work, but yeah, legendary lures are just so expensive for the benefit they provide. But if it works, you know, it is what it is, right? That's so funny. Yeah, that is okay. Based Cody. I do love the argument. I'd rather play PokeMMO for 288 years as opposed to 70 or 17 years. But the 288 years isn't doing storyline runs. That's playing PokeMMO for 288 years is better than playing for 17 years, but those 17 years are spent all doing storyline runs. That's fucking okay, based and true, and doing Pokédex or whatever. That's funny. Have we ever seen a Shalfa Wild T-Tar? I think we have. I think we have seen one, right? I think we have seen one. That was a big deal when that happened. I think we've seen one. Ooh. Dude, I'm honored to hear that. That's fucking cool as hell, White. That's an honor, man. I'm glad that the Iron Man series could like not just be for the Iron Man, but also for like your average player just starting the game from scratch, you know? The main money making methods right now, I actually did a video on it today. That'll come out in the future. Jimmy runs, trainery runs, ditto farming, amulet coin farming, fossil. I was like, I'm missing one, and it's the one I'm doing right now, fossil farming. Like, what's the fifth one? Literally the activity that I'm doing right now. What's up, Duxley? How you doing, dude? Is that true? Shalfa T-Tar Wildcard is on the GTL right now. Wait, is that true? I was literally just saying, I think there's maybe one in the game. Someone was calculating how, I think it was Cody, was calculating how long it would take to get a, and I don't remember all the exact numbers. The TLDR is that if you grinded, if we assume that it takes about 50 hours for you to do all 5 storylines and complete the Pokedex, which is about, for like a good grinder, I think Pokedex is about 30 hours, and a really good player could do the storylines in about 15 or so. If someone were to grind, let's see if I can find this. The TLDR of the math was that if someone could do the Pokedex and all 5 storylines, and their whole life was just grinding PokeMMO alt accounts to get to the Mount Silver spot, to get to the T-Tar, it would take them 17 years. 17 years of grinding PokeMMO alt accounts and storylines to get one wild Shalfa T-Tar on average. Holy fucking shit, there actually is, though. I think this is the only one in the game. It has to be. This is insane. This is a, we just counted. This is a 17-year shunt on average. Like, this is like, that's insane. Let's see if I can find the fact that this is wild. You can breed one, like Shalfa breeding is different, obviously, but to get one wild caught like this, you only get one Alpha T-Tar static spawn per account. That's it. That's your one Alpha T-Tar encounter. Everybody gets one. Then you have to complete all 5 regions and complete the Pokedex to be able to do it. Yeah, unironically, this might be this is not financial advice. Unironically, this is like underpriced. Yeah, this is some shit Epoch would buy. Yo, he just spent a bunch of money on that Bidoof. Does Epoch know about this? This is actually PokeMMO history right here. This is some collector shit that Epoch would buy. This is beautiful, man. This is a 17-year-long shunt on average. Obviously, he got, you know, someone's got to get lucky, right? He's 50 mil in debt right now. No, poor Epoch. This is a beautiful T-Tar, man. He can't. Yeah, that's fair. This is a sick piece of Pokemon history, though. This is a sick. Congrats to Javaco for catching it. Medal. That's. I didn't know it was on the GTL. That's. I know that I've heard of one. Please save it. 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 Please save. Saved. Save. Please save it. Please save it. Did I not save it? Did I not save it? Did it not save? Did it not save? Please, YouTube.